And welcome in. It is the DRVC Middle School Championship game here tonight. Duck River Valley Conference, and it will pit the Middle School Lions of Cannon County taking on the Middle School Rockets of Forrest. Good afternoon, Troy Cash and Ricky Sweeney. Missing our broadcast buddy, Mr. Noble Mays, tonight. He'll be with us for tomorrow night's high school broadcast in Gordonsville. As always, we have our production team, Mr. Peter Wilson, Miss Caden Anderson, as they will be handling those chores tonight, always doing a great job. Happy to have them along and happy to have you with us here this evening on what is a gorgeous football night. Temperatures getting into that fall, crisp football weather, Ricky.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable weather right now today. We got that rain we've been praying for, and we got a good dose of it. Helped a little bit. And
just didn't have to water the field.
So that, yeah, it's made everything just look fresh.
Yes, and speaking of fresh, the middle school Rockets have certainly been fresh for the last 22 games. They have not suffered a defeat. They are looking for consecutive win number 23 here tonight, and what a streak it has been. Ricky, you think about no matter what level, that kind of streak, tough to come by.
It is, and to be that successful with a bunch of young folks who, they're kids, and kids are being kids when you're in the 7th and 8th grade, and it's amazing you can corral those guys and get them to sit down and get on the same page. They seem to be on the same page for quite a while. 22 in a row, looking for 23, as you said.
Coach Tony Johnson has done a wonderful job. We're going to talk a little bit more about this coaching staff and this group of players. Let's take our first break of the night, and we'll be back after this here on TC Sports 1.
Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat. And that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go!
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway. Chapel Hill Family Dentistry has been serving the oral care needs of Chapel Hill and the surrounding area since 2006. They're a general and cosmetic dental practice dedicated to improving your smile and the overall oral health of you and your entire family. Their goal is to provide superior quality health care in a comfortable environment. Call and schedule your appointment today at 364-4557. That's Dr. William Bell and the Chapel Hill Dentistry staff, proud supporters of the Forrest Rockets.
There's always something new to try at Brooks Grocery. Sure, they've got all your everyday needs, the best meat department anywhere, and quality boar's head meats in the deli. But they've also got a great hot bar with a wide selection of steaming hot favorites, and they even have a selection of sushi. They sprinkle in brand new offerings and Brooks favorites like Jack's Trail Mix and a huge selection of tasty candies. All this with that special hometown touch. Find your next favorite food at Brooks Grocery.
Are you tired of wrestling with your yard? High grass, weeds, and no time got you down for the count? Make your yard look like a champ with the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. He'll have your yard styling and profiling with fresh cut grass and new landscaping. He's a grass mowing, plant growing, forest pride showing son of a gun. If you want your yard to be the best, you got to call the best. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, 931-703-7997. Woo!
I was going to say, "Woo, we're back," but I can't accomplish that. That is a commercial, of course, for Mr. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. We have to thank Nick McClendon, who did a wonderful job on that one. We had a great time doing that commercial. So hope you enjoy that one, and, of course, hope you pick up the phone and give Tate a call. Garvin's Ground Control, we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors. Wanted to get out here tonight, give them maybe a little extra plug as we got middle school action for you tonight. Ricky, we talked about just how good this team has been. They're looking for win number 23 in a row. This would be their third consecutive DRVC championship, and they have had a tremendous run of talent that has come through here. And you said it takes a lot. You can have talent, but you've got to be able to bring them together and coach them up. Coach Tony Johnson has done a wonderful job. He is assisted by Danny Morgan, and of course, everybody's going to recognize that name, assistant coach Zach Russell and Homer Jones. And, boy, this staff has done a wonderful job. You think about all the talent they've had, but they've done a great job of getting these guys to be on the same page and play together, and just a testament to their attention to detail. They really do a great job with these guys, and they've got a lot of talent on this team.
It is, and you don't see a lot of mistakes is what I've been hearing from them all year. You don't see them make those mistakes that a lot of teams make. Even a good team will make a mistake that, every now and then, but these guys don't make that many. I'm pretty sure they don't, and that's a big reason for the success.
Ricky, I think we're going to talk about the first game these teams played, and then we're going to get into a few stats when we get back. But the first time these teams played, back on September the 14th, middle school Rockets win that game 48-14. Unbelievable night for Quincy Mitchell, but he has been so good this year, it's what you come to expect. Mitchell carried the football 21 times for a whopping 357 yards and 6 touchdowns. He scored from 88 yards out on one of those scampers, but what a great night for him. But he's averaging 253 yards a game.
On 8-minute quarters. Figure that out, folks.
Quarters.
Some of those runs, he's looking in his rearview mirror, and they're chasing him. They're not close to him.
Yeah.
It's amazing. 8-minute quarters, and you make that many yards, and he doesn't play the whole game, I don't imagine, a lot of times.
He's getting, 10 yards a minute? I mean, he's in the 8 or 9 yards per minute.
Yeah. That's
average.
That's incredible.
And of course, they don't have the football the whole time. I mean, and it's a running clock in the second half most of the time.
Exactly.
That's been the thing.
That stat's way up there.
Yeah, it was 12-6 after one quarter, 26-6 at halftime. They had stretched that to 34-6 after three, and it was 34-14 after three. They tacked on 2 more touchdowns in the fourth, made it 48-14 for the final score. Now, not only did Mitchell pick up 100 yards in that game, you also had another 100-yard rusher, Braden Bourne, in that contest. Bourne had 6 carries for 104 yards and a touchdown, scored from 76 yards out, and ran it in 3 times on 2-point conversion. I mean, they have a ton of talent up and down this roster.
They do, and if you look at, and I gave you some stats for the Rocket High School team, the number of running backs, the list is way long. It's a half a page long. So we're deep in running backs, and looks like we got some more coming.
I'm thinking about in the last 3 years, and I hope I don't miss anybody. Of course, 3 years ago, it would have been Eli Bell, Cohen Grissom, Antonio Marable were the guys that were carrying the football. Last year, of course, we saw Tincher and Triple F, Fletcher Fields, do a wonderful job. And then, of course, this year you've got Mitchell, who has just been single-handedly almost on a tear, and you get Bourne as well. So, I mean, they've had a tremendous group of backs here in this last 3 years, and you look forward to what these guys can do at the high school level. Now you've got some of those guys that are sophomores this year. You're beginning to see them make impact, but, boy, by next year you really feel like the Rockets are going to have a lot of talent on this roster.
What that means to me is, Nova would probably say this, you're going to have some fresh meat coming in, fresh. Every player is going to be fresh.
And there's going to be a lot of competition for those spots,
too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can sub somebody in. He's just as good as the one that just came out.
Folks, let's take another break. We're going to come back and talk about some of the stats that the Rockets have put up this year, and they are eye-popping to say the least.
Rain's moving in.
Oh, yeah? You can tell by the clouds?
Nope.
Red moon tonight. Dew is damaged. You feel it in your joints? The flies are bad. Cow's tipped over.
Nah. Nope. No. No.
The wind.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
How do you know it's gonna rain then?
Weather app. Free download. It's worth it.
See your local agent Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. At Apex Bank, being involved in the community is our top priority. The staff in Chapel Hill takes pride in supporting local businesses and students. From delivering Meals on Wheels and donating fish fry proceeds to giving tractor pull time and sponsoring the Rocketeer School Bank, Apex Bank is here for Chapel Hill. Come visit our location at 118 South Horton Parkway. We've got snacks and coffee, and we'd love to talk to you. Or give us a call at 931-246-7105. That's Apex Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Oh, you're good. I'm sorry.
Hometown Banking is having decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a friendly voice for any of your banking needs. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 931-364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice in hometown banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Stop in and visit Mac Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mac Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our two other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mac Equipment.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
And welcome back as we get set for kickoff here in your DRVC Championship. It is the Middle School Lions of Cannon County, the Middle School Rockets of Forrest High School. And Ricky, before we went to break, we were talking about just how dominant this team has been statistically. And Coach Johnson, he does a wonderful job when we come out here and do the Middle School Championship games of getting us some numbers. He gave us the stats, and I mean, you stop and just look at these stats, and they are absolutely mind-blowing at what they have done. 7 games, they have scored 292 points. Almost 42 a game. They have given up only 60.
And y'all heard me say this before. I'm going to say it again. It's 8-minute quarters, folks. This game is it goes by so quickly, but then it doesn't, because when the Rockets score, that stops the clock.
Yeah.
So they'll score in about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, hold them 3 and out, get the ball back.
Yeah.
Score another minute and a half, and there's your first quarter.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
14-0, and if you had 12-minute quarters, it could be 28-0.
And here's the thing: on the season, they have gained 2,380 yards in 7 games. 2,372 of those have come on the ground. They've got only 8 yards passing this year, but of course they haven't had to.
How do you keep your heads on straight? How do you keep those guys from getting in the clouds? I guess they just love it so much that
and I think that's it. They're averaging right at 340 yards a game, 339 almost on the ground, and just over a yard in the air. But I mean, what a job they have done. And when you look at the individual stats of Quincy Mitchell, I mean, it just absolutely will blow your mind at what he has done this year. And Ricky, I had that in front of me just a second ago. Let's see here. I was running through my other stats. Let me see here. I know Coach Johnson gave that to me, and I had it in front of me just a few moments ago. I apologize, folks. Let me whistle back through some of my stats here. Okay, here we go. Quincy, on the season, 80 carries, 1,703 yards. He is averaging 21.3 yards every time he carries the football. 243.3 yards per game, and Ricky, 8-minute quarters. I mean, crazy. 26 touchdowns and a long of 88, which came, by the way, against Cannon County.
So he's gonna be like looking to do that again tonight, because he's already had success against these guys and had success against whoever they play, and we just got such a good thing here. It's just, and we're lucky. Who has this? Not everybody has this in the middle school.
Now think about this. Braden Bourne, we would be talking about him and what a wonderful season he has had, and he has.
He'd be MVP.
He's carried it 26 times for 357 yards. He's averaging 13.7 yards per carry, and he has scored 5 touchdowns with a long of 76, by the way, against Cannon County. I mean, these guys, you think about Bourne, and you would be talking about star numbers, and they pale in comparison to Mitchell. I mean, that's just how great a season he has had. But we have to say, and they would be the first to tell you, and the coaches would be too, they don't get that done without a line that blocks very well. They've been physical. They are well coached. They get after you.
Yeah, they push people off the line of scrimmage, and then then you're running downhill, as folks like to say after that, and that's key. You got to have that. If you got a line who can't keep somebody off of you, being a former quarterback, I can tell you, if you go in there, maybe your third-team quarterback, you got your third-team line in there, you're going to take some hits. But we've got our first-team line in there, and we're making a difference by doing that.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I think, too, they are building for Coach Stevenson at the high school level. They've built a great tradition here. Those kids, they don't know what losing is.
No.
And they come into the high school, and they are expecting to win football games. So they've built a great tradition here. They've built a winning tradition here. Like I say, they motivate these kids very well. You walk around and just getting a chance to hang around on Thursday afternoon sometimes and go to interview. I do my high school interviews and stuff on Thursday, and just see the middle school guys and how they interact with the coaches and stuff. It's really cool at the respect they have for them, but yet they have a fun time playing for them, and that's what you want.
Yeah, you like to see kids being kids. Give them a chance to be a kid. 8th grade, they're growing up a little bit, but still. I remember 7th and 8th grade football games. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was more fun when you won.
Most definitely, and they're doing a lot of that. The game is really fun right now. Let's take another break. We'll be back as we inch closer to kickoff here in your DRVC Championship.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
Your one-stop shop to keep your vehicle running smooth is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance like oil changes to brake repairs, tires in alignment, and exhaust work as well, J&J has got you covered. They work on gas and diesel engines. Call Vince or Matt Jackson at 931-364-5602 or stop by their location at 1791 Highway 99. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites, from burritos to enchiladas to sizzling fajitas, all served fast and fresh. Dine in, order online, or call in your order at 364-2222. Also, Amigos has catering services available for your next big occasion as well. Good food, good times at Amigos Mexican Grill, 216 South Horton Parkway. Visit their other locations in Lewisburg and Spring Hill. Amigos, proud supporters of the Rockets.
Advanced Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat. And that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go! When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway. Chapel Hill Family Dentistry has been serving the oral care needs of Chapel Hill and the surrounding area since 2006. They're a general and cosmetic dental practice dedicated to improving your smile and the overall oral health of you and your entire family. Their goal is to provide superior quality health care in a comfortable environment. Call and schedule your appointment today at 364-4557. That's Dr. William Bell and the Chapel Hill Dentistry staff, proud supporters of the Forrest Rockets.
And captains meeting at the middle of the field, as the captains tonight for the middle school Rockets is going to be Braden Bourne, Grant Todd, Quincy Mitchell, and Micah Morgan. And Ricky, we do have a development here looking across on the other side. Cannon County is decked out in their black uniforms, which usually will be for the home team. So we're probably going to get, unless the coaches have agreed, probably going to get a 15-yard penalty at least on Cannon County here before this one gets started.
Yeah, you have communication, and you know that usually that you wear white if you're visiting. So we'll see what happens.
Rockets have won the toss, and they say we are going to take the football. For the Rockets, that's always a good decision when you've got the dangerous weapons that they have. They're going to get it to begin with tonight. Cannon County, we do know, Ricky, they love to throw the football. They got some big guys up front watching their quarterback, Miles Alexander, throw the football down in warm-ups. Pretty good-looking quarterback. So the Rockets definitely respect the passing game of Cannon County. But Cannon County, they've got size, physicality, but the Rockets will have the speed advantage here tonight.
Speed and the ability to knock people out of the way and create holes for these fine running backs of Bourne, Mitchell, and the quarterback Todd.
Rockets getting ready to make their way onto the field as, once again, students have formed a nice line for them to run through. And, Ricky, we got a nice crowd on hand here tonight. There are a lot of home folks here, and Cannon County's brought a few folks over from Woodbury as well. So a lot of excitement around this as you get ready for the DRVC Championship. Rockets making their way onto the field. Rockets, they are coached by Tony Johnson, assisted by Danny Morgan, Zach Russell, and Homer Jones. The support staff, your managers, Adeline Welch, Addison Boyer, Benji Willis, Haley Hollingsworth, Mackenzie Stout, and Emily Borba. And it takes a village to run a football team, and those folks want to make sure we get those young ladies and young gentlemen on that are the managers and support staff. They do a great job, and right on up through high school. The Rockets.
We saw, excuse me.
Go ahead.
We saw something last week, an onside kick, and we have G Squared is excellent at that. And I see big number 74 about to take the football. Is he going to kick an onside kick to start this thing off?
I don't know. I think he drove the bus here. That young man is an 8th grader. His name is Landry Mason, and he looks like a senior high school lineman. He is a big fella.
Yep.
Number 74, Landry Mason.
So Mason will put it in the air, deep to receive for the middle school Rockets. It's Gage Matlock, and we're almost set to get this championship game underway here from Chapel Hill. Kick is high. Ranging over is Matlock. Cannot find it initially. He'll pick it up, and he absolutely gets plastered. Getting down on the coverage. That's number 5, Cale Sellers. Mason did a good job, Ricky. He kicked it high into the air and a little bit away from Matlock. When he ranged over to get it, the coverage was very good getting down, and the Rockets will take over deep in their own territory.
Yes, it was. He kicked it into an open spot, no man's land. The Rockets didn't have a receiver there, and very nicely placed, and it's going to be about the 11.5-yard line to start this ball game for the Rockets.
So the Rockets will send the 8th grader Grant Todd out to direct the offense, and it has been handing it off an awful lot to Quincy Mitchell. Mitchell, the electrifying running back here, as he'll get it probably deep in his own territory. Give it to him, middle of the field. Good penetration that time by the Lions. Stop him for no gain, and that's what you've got to do to get to him is before he can make that first cut, Ricky.
Yeah, momentum on that kickoff and carried over onto that first play there.
Looked like they had a little bit of miscommunication on the snap. I think it came back to Todd, maybe mishandled it a little bit to begin with, but did get it off to Mitchell. We saw this group against Liberty early in the season. What impressed me was not only the blocking up front, but Mitchell, his strength. He's not a big guy, but he's got outstanding lower body strength. Give it back to him, center of the field. Not an awful lot there, as the center of that Lion defense really doing a nice job.
For the Rockets, stopped by host of Lions.
Look like
Game about 2 on the
50.
play. Brings that 3rd down.
Trying to get those numbers, and then within the black jerseys, it's a little bit tougher with those gold numerals to pick out the correct number. But good penetration nonetheless. It'll bring up now 3rd down and 8 for the middle school Rockets back at their own 14-yard line. Wing right, 2-back set, turn, pitch. Mitchell with it, cuts back inside, and again, a host of black jerseys were there to bottle him up, and a nice job by Cannon County on the opening Rocket possession. Didn't give Mitchell any running room.
Not something they're used to, and they try the middle 3 times in a row and come up empty. So they see what they're just getting their testing their checking the temperature out, and Cannon County up to the task so far.
Very little gain. It's going to be about 3rd or 4th down and 7 now. And it looks like they're going to line up here and go for it. Or at least maybe try to pull Cannon off. They're going to pitch. Looking wide, cutting it back up the field, and not a lot of running room there. It was born on the carry, and Cannon County with the stop. They'll get it deep in Rocket territory, as that was a very nice defensive series by Cannon County.
Very good.
Number 5, Braden Bourne on the run for the Rockets.
A little different from last game.
Yeah, so now the Cannon County offense will come onto the field, and we talked about them being able to throw the football. There are not a lot of middle school teams that are going to try to test you with the pass. The Rockets have thrown only 3 passes all year long, but Cannon County likes to go to the passing game, and they're going to get good starting field position as they'll take it over at the Rocket 20-yard line here with 5:54 left in the opening quarter. Big break here early for the Lions. Can they capitalize? One receiver, Cade Haynes, wide right. Turn, hand the ball off, and knifing through. Nicely done. That was 22, Oakley Pippin, with great penetration as he took down the ball carrier, Trent Sherrill. No gain on the play, and that was a nice job. Came in low, Ricky, wrapped up that running back, and really no place to go there for Sherrill. Second down. So now the Rockets trying to match that defensive series by the Lions. Turn, give, coming right, getting the corner. Very close to the sticks will be Cale Sellers. It looks like he's probably a couple of yards short as they pushed him out of bounds down at about the 12. So third down and a couple here for the Lions.
It's going to be third down and short for the Lions.
Opening series of the game for the Lions as they stop the Rockets on 4 downs. Get it at the Rocket 20-yard line. Now they're trying to pay it off as they've got it just outside the Rocket 10, third down and a yard. Man in motion left to right. They'll turn and give again. Sellers straight up the middle. And he gets hit hard, but not before he picks up his first down. So he reaches the 9. That'll be good enough for now first and goal for the Lions. Good job by the interior of that Rocket line there making the stop, but Sellers got enough to pick up his first down.
Yeah, got a good push off that right side, and man went in motion and created a way for him to get that first down.
So now the Lions, can they pay it off? Backs to either side of the quarterback operating out of the gun. They're going to throw it. Pass across the middle is caught, trying to reach it toward that goal line, but being denied by a good job on the Rockets of trying to keep him out of the end zone. The pass was complete. That's going to be number 7 on the reception, Garion Gibbs. And he is stopped at about the 1-yard line. Very nicely done on the pass connection there. Very good throw from Cannon County. We talked about them being able to do that. They were a dual option threat. From the gun, back to the ground they go, trying to get outside and taking it into the end zone. Lions will score it. So it's been Cannon County with the hot start here to begin with. As it's going to be Trent Sherrill taking it in from a yard and a half out, and the Lions on the board first, 6-0 at the 3:37 mark left here in the opening quarter. They stop the Rockets on 4 downs, get the football, and take it in themselves. As Sherrill does the honors. They'll go for 2 here. As once again, they'll have backs to the either side of Alexander. Man in motion, they fake the give. Alexander on the keeper, looking for the corner. He got it. 2-point conversion is good. And Cannon County now leads it by a score of 8-0 as we'll take a break.
There's always something new to try at Brooks Grocery. Sure, they've got all your everyday needs, the best meat department anywhere, and quality boar's head meats in the deli. But they've also got a great hot bar with a wide selection of steaming hot favorites, and they even have a selection of sushi. They sprinkle in brand new offerings and Brooks favorites like Jack's Trail Mix and a huge selection of tasty candies. All this with that special hometown touch. Find your next favorite food at Brooks Grocery.
Are you tired of wrestling with your yard? High grass, weeds, and no time got you down for the count? Make your yard look like a champ with the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. He'll have your yard styling and profiling with fresh cut grass and new landscaping. He's a grass mowing, plant growing, forest pride showing son of a gun. If you want your yard to be the best, you got to call the best. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, 931-703-7997. Woo!
Mason to kick it off again. This one's short. Taken and falling on it at about the 38-yard line, making sure they keep possession. Let's see. Ricky, I'm trying to see, was that 9 or 3?
Covered by number 9, Colton Matlock. It's going to be first and 10.
That was Colton Matlock, 9 with the catch.
That's right.
So now the Rockets will get much better starting field position here, taking over from their own 38-yard line, trailing 8-0 here early. 3:36 left in the opening quarter. As they'll go back to the ground inside Mitchell, and he gets slung down rudely. Cannon County really keying on Mitchell right now, getting good penetration up front. He hadn't got an awful lot of running room here early.
Number 8, Quincy Mitchell on the run for the Rockets.
That big Cannon County line. Number 60, Cade Smith gets there first. No gain on the play, Ricky, and right now they're really getting good penetration.
What I'm looking at, what a turnabout that first game.
Oh, no doubt,
Boy.
no doubt. Rockets took a little while to pull away from Cannon County in that first contest. Let's hope they can get it going here. They go scissor handoff inside, across the midfield stripe to the 40 and taken down from behind on a nice run there by Ethan Patrick. And right now, all the attention has gone on Mitchell. So the Rockets say, hey, you know what? We got a few other good runners in the stable. Patrick with a nice job there breaking free. He picks up 22 there, and it'll get the Rockets into Cannon County territory at the Lion 39. 2:40 left here, opening quarter. Rockets trailing 8-0. Wing right, two-back set. Todd turns, gives Mitchell up the middle. Twists out of the first would-be tackler, but then hit hard as he reaches the 35 for a gain of 4.
Number 8, Quincy Mitchell on the run for the Rockets.
Right now, the line play for Cannon County has been exceptional. Their front seven has gotten good penetration, Ricky.
Yeah, they're having their way with the Rocket offensive line right now. Big guys, they're bigger than our guys.
It looks like a high school line, to be honest with you. They really do. Todd under center. Long back this time is Mitchell. He'll get it on the pitch. Mitchell with the carry. He gets hit down hard. Picks up a couple more down to about the 33. But once again, he is attracting a ton of attention. Number 4, that time Gavin Bogle there for the middle school Lions. And they'll bring up third down now and 4.
I like the tackle. Then he went for the legs, went for the ankles, and that usually pays off.
Right now, Cannon County's been really solid. Rockets are having to earn every yard they're getting right now. Clock continues to move. 1:20 left here, opening quarter. Two backs this time, Bourne and Mitchell. Behind Todd. He'll turn and pitch Mitchell again. Mitchell gets outside, carrying a couple of guys with him. He'll cross the 25 down to about the 23, and there you saw the burst, Ricky.
Yeah. That was nice. Looked like UPS carrying the mail right there.
That was like the old USC back in the day. Student body left. Just turn, pitch it, and let him do what he can. Yeah.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Rockets.
Camden Howes is going to check into the game now for the Rockets as he brings the play in from the sideline. First down, Rockets at the Cannon County 23-yard line. Under a minute left here, opening quarter. 8-0 middle school Lions in the DRVC championship game. Give coming left, eluding a couple of tacklers, stumbling across the 20. And that's going to be Braden Bourne with the carry.
Number 5, Braden Bourne on the run for the Rockets.
They're going to say his knee hit down just outside the 20, so he'll pick up a couple. It'll bring up second down, and that may have been your final play of the quarter.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
8 minutes goes by in a hurry, my friend.
Very quick. We're already used to scoring, but not so tonight.
Looks like they will have a chance. 7 seconds left. They're going to have to get it off quickly here. Todd under center. 3-2. They get it off. Give Mitchell trying to squirt free inside. He'll lean off that left side across the 20. May have gotten down to about the 18, and that is all as time is drawn to a close here in quarter number 1. One of the books here in your DRVC championship. It's Cannon County 8 and Forrest 0.
Rain's moving in.
Oh, yeah?
Huh?
You can tell by the clouds?
No.
Red moon tonight. Dew is damaged. You feel it in your joints? The flies are bad. Cow's tipped over.
No. Nope. No. No.
The wind.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
How do you know it's gonna rain then?
Weather app. Free download. It's worth it.
See your local agent, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. At Apex Bank, being involved in the community is our top priority. The staff in Chapel Hill takes pride in supporting local businesses and students. From delivering Meals on Wheels and donating fish fry proceeds to giving tractor pull time and sponsoring the Rocketeer School Bank, Apex Bank is here for Chapel Hill. Come visit our location at 118 South Horton Parkway. We've got snacks and coffee, and we'd love to talk to you. Or give us a call at 931-246-7105. That's Apex Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. As they switch ends to start this second quarter, Troy Cash and Ricky Sweeney. Miss Caden Anderson and Mr. Peter Wilson handling our production tonight. We're missing our good friend, Mr. Noble Mays, but he will be with us tomorrow night as we broadcast the high school game for you from Gordonsville. Rockets and the Tigers going at it, but right here, it's your DRVC championship. The middle school Lions from Woodbury leading the Rockets by a score of 8-0. Rockets with it, third down, and we'll call it 5. Rolling Todd, looking, he'll dump it, pass, caught, and scampering into the end zone untouched.
Touchdown,
The sellout on the run leads to the wide open pass to Quincy Mitchell. They keyed on him running the football. That time he just slipped out of the backfield, and Todd with a nice job, Ricky. He didn't get in a hurry, gave him plenty of air underneath the pass. Mitchell does the rest.
Yeah, you're going to see him. We've used him as a decoy. Now we're using him as a pass receiver. So the Rockets, small adjustment, boy, they pay off.
Nicely done, taking what the defense gives you. Now the two-point conversion, second touchdown pass of the year for Todd. Give, left side, and getting into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. And that was Patrick. Ethan Patrick doing the honors, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game here with 7:53 left, quarter number 2.
Town banking is having decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a friendly voice for any of your banking needs. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 931-364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice in hometown banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. It was a fire drill. After they got out of the end zone on the two-point conversion, everybody runs back. They're ready to kick it off. Born to do the honors. Straight on, hammers it on a line, taking it to 20, center of the field, 30, trying to get to the right side. Plenty of Rockets there, but not being able to wrap up as the runner continues up the field, taken down at about the 40-yard line. So Cannon County will get good starting field position here. Rockets answer as the return by Cale Sellers, and he's been active here early in the game.
After the kick, it's going to be first and 10 Lions.
So the Lions now looking to get their offensive spark back again, as they had a really nice short drive that first time. And, of course, they have got to keep this Rocket offense off the field. Looks like the Rockets, after that initial drive, they did a few things differently that time, Ricky, and really kind of spread it out.
Two things, field position and good defense was the key in that first quarter for Cannon County.
Alexander out of the gun. He's going to turn and give. Sellers looking for running room, and he's not finding a lot. Nicely done there on the penetration. That was Trent Sherrill, 12.
Trent Sherrill on the run for the Lions. Brought down by number 8, Quincy Mitchell.
Mitchell was over there to make the tackle. Got some help as well. So loss of a couple. As Sherrill that time trying to dance around and find a hole, Ricky. Not able to find anything. Good penetration there by the Rockets makes it 2nd and 12.
I think the Rockets have answered the bell. See what they do here in this series.
Yeah, I think they took the punch early. Cannon County, to their credit, has come out swinging. Back to the ground they go, and not an awful lot there. Good job. That was 35, Nick Russell. There's not a lot. Back to the line of scrimmage. Cannon Andrews got the carry.
Small gain on the play. It's going to bring up third down for the Lions.
So now third down and back to 10 now, Ricky. They got the 2 back that they lost initially. So third down and 10 now for Cannon County. This is the one thing the Lions can do, though, 3rd and 10. They can throw the football. Got to be wary of that. Man in motion, and maybe a penalty there is that time pass is caught. That was the motion man out of the backfield, number 5, Cale Sellers. And we've called his name a lot. The pass is complete. He picks up the first down. And, Ricky, I thought he might have been turned to step up the field when they snapped the football.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
I think there were a few folks down here that had the same idea, as there was a few little audible gasps from the crowd here that you could hear. But a nice-looking play there by Cannon County. Picks them up the first down as they get down to the Rocket 44 with a new set of downs.
Yeah, 2 for 2 passing. That was a 15-yarder.
Alexander looks very comfortable in that pocket. And you don't see that an awful lot at this level, being able to do it with that precision. Back to throw now. Flips it out easily on that left side. Pass caught. And a nice job of bringing the receiver down. Looks like opposite numbers there. With number 10, Corbin Garrett, makes the reception. Miller Ratliff takes him down, but a gain of 8. And Ricky, you gotta like Alexander back there in the pocket. He really looks nice and comfortable throwing the football.
He's on the money, and they're catching that ball like pros with their hands, not letting it hit them up on the chest with it.
2nd down and 2 now for the Lions. Lions have moved the football very effectively here in the early going. One receiver to each side of the field, man in motion. Alexander looking to keep it. Comes down the line, gives a little ground, trying to pick up a block. Does so and gets out of bounds after picking up his first down. Ricky, he was waiting for his blocker over here on the corner. Gave a little ground, gave his blocker time to get there. Was able to turn that corner and pick up his first down, as he's going to get all the way down to the Rocket 30-yard line. Very nicely done so far by the Cannon County offense. They've moved the football very well here in the early going.
Yeah, we lost containment there, right at a very crucial point there, and that made him able to get outside.
Rockets looking to need to make a big play here. Try to turn the tide here, as Cannon County doing a nice job offensively. Once again, receivers to each side, man in motion left to right. Turn, give, coming right, cutting it back up inside, and not an awful lot there. And also the football is down on the turf. Was he down? Looks like the officials are going to say he was. Cannon Andrews gets hit down hard. That ball popped loose late, but they said he was already down by contact. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play.
Good ball game so far. I'm glad we're seeing a good ball game. I like to win. I like to win by a lot, but I also like to see a good ball game. I hope you folks like it as well.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And, again, you think about what that bodes for your future at the high school level. Cannon County's got an awful lot of size, and I really like Alexander so far. Pitch on the option. Coming left, Sherrill, and good job of stringing that out. Quincy Mitchell makes the stop. He was right there when Sherrill got the pitch. Hit him low. Nicely done by Quincy. And it'll now bring up 3rd down and 10 again. But once again, Ricky, you've got Alexander back there at the controls. It's not your normal 3rd down and 10.
Oh, it's not, and that option ran it very well to the right. Not so much to the left. The Rockets are ready for it that time, but it looked good going to the right. We'll see if they come back with that later.
Good job of stringing that out by the Rockets, and Mitchell with a nice job on the tackle there. 1-on-1 with Sherrill. 3rd down and 10. Alexander back to throw. Fires it quickly across the middle. This one just a little too tall for his intended target, Corbin Garrett, on the slant at about the 20. So now it brings up a very important 4th down here, Ricky. You want to take back momentum here if you're the Rockets. You feel like, hey, they stopped us once. We need to get that back, because Cannon County is going to get the football first in that second half. And there are 3 minutes and 58 seconds left here in quarter number 2. It has gotten by quickly, to say the least.
You don't have many chances, many drives in a 8-minute quarter game.
Big play here on 4th down. 4th down and a little more than 10, as Alexander will work from the gun. Receivers to each side of the field as he's straight back to throw. Got some pressure, steps up in the pocket, loops it over the top, incomplete. Good coverage there by Miller Ratliff, as he was right with the intended target. At that time, the Rockets did get a little pressure, forced Alexander to step up in the pocket. The aerial incomplete, and the Rockets will get it on downs, and a nice job by that Rocket defense of stiffening up there. Now they got the offense going on the last series. Can they spread them out even more here, Ricky?
Yeah, they answered it last possession. Let's see if we can do it again. Bad field position on the opening drive, but they rectified it last time.
They take over from their own 30-yard line. Turn and pitch. Mitchell, center of the field, now cuts it outside. On the move to the 45, to the midfield stripe. 45, and takes a tackler with him for an additional 5 yards. That's the electrifying Quincy Mitchell.
You described that perfectly.
Cale Sellers, we've called his name a lot tonight on both sides of the football. He was the only thing that saved another Quincy Mitchell score.
28-yard pickup. That's 51 yards on 9 carries already now.
Ricky, you don't see a guy like Mitchell many times. He's not a big back, but he can run inside very effectively, and he's got great vision in the hole. Give again. Mitchell with it. Gets hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Push back. May have got a yard. That's about all.
He's running into some guys that's 6, 8, 10 inches taller than he is.
Taken down by a host of Lions.
That front is tough to move. That is a large front for Cannon County. Coach Tony Johnson will take a timeout. 3:05 left here, second quarter, in an 8-8 ball game.
Town banking is having decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technology such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a friendly voice for any of your banking needs. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 931-364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice in hometown banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stop in and visit Mack Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mack Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mack Equipment.
Rockets on 2nd and 9, just inside the Cannon County 40. They'll turn and pitch. Again, Mitchell gets outside, cuts it back inside. Beautiful cut in the hole by Mitchell. Racing down the field, stays on his feet, and that is that combination we talk about of his speed and strength. That lower body for Mitchell, he can absorb a hit and bounce off, carry tacklers with him. He is very, very good.
Got a flag came in late after the play, looked like, Troy.
Have a quick conference here. Let's see what that one's going to be. Maybe after the play was over with, or maybe you think about that, maybe a face mask late. Mitchell ends up getting that inside the 15.
It is a face mask.
And they're going to assess a half the distance penalty on the face mask. Boy, Ricky, he is really tough in that hole. You don't see guys that are that size be that effective inside running, and he's not a guy. You see a lot of guys want to bounce that outside that have the great speed he does. He is really good. That was a great inside cutback with the football.
22 on that one. Now he's got 74 on 11 carries.
Rockets inching closer. Turn, pitch. Mitchell again, straight up the middle. And he gets hit hard as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not an awful lot more. It'll bring up now 2nd down and goal as the clock moving. 2:25 left here in the second quarter. And Ricky, again, here's a situation where maybe you don't want to score too quickly.
That's right, because they've got a good quarterback. He can really throw the ball well, as you folks have seen.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. Ball at the 8. Todd under center. Mitchell his lone back. Give inside Scissor with the football. Patrick. He gets hit hard but continues to fight. I think the ball is out late. Let's see if they rule forward. Progress has been stopped. Let's see as the officials. There was a big scrum.
One on the far side says down.
So Patrick
brought down by host of Lions.
Gets inside the 5.
About 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Rockets.
They're going to be 3rd down here.
Timeout on the field.
And once again, the Rockets will take a timeout.
Funeral Home and Cremation Services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation Service.
Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
Bright full moon as we return here to the Rock, your DRVC championship. Rockets trying to take the lead for the first time. 3rd down and goal inside the 5. Mitchell the lone back. Power set here. Wings to either side as they'll turn and pitch. Mitchell gets outside and he gets into the end zone. The Q, Quincy Mitchell, does it again. And Ricky, when he gets a step,
yeah, that's all he
over.
needs. Yeah.
That time he had clear sailing as everybody was tight inside. They pitched it to him. He had one step to the corner, and nobody's going to touch him. Quincy Mitchell for the touchdown now. 14-8 Rockets with 1:38 left here, second quarter. Again, we'll go for 2. Todd under center. Rolls right, got some heat, fires into the corner. Pass is caught by Patrick, and the conversion is good. Nicely done. Hey, you talk about having to have some good 2-point conversion plays. Hey, that was a nice one.
Was good.
We're going to keep it here as they have really been getting turned around very quickly after these kickoffs. Caden, let's get another shot. You can see with the stands and the moon, it's a beautiful, beautiful setting here as the temperatures couldn't be much better, Ricky. Just a slight breeze and a beautiful night for football here as the Rockets have taken the lead for the first time. 16-8 your score. 1:38 left here, second quarter.
Yeah, we took the punch, as you said earlier, right out of the gate in the first possession there, but they made a nice recovery. All the jitters are gone now, I'm pretty sure.
Kickoff again. Liner taking on a hop at the 25. Center of the field, 30, 35. Got running room. 45. Midfield stripe. Cut back. Down the sideline. It's Sellers again, and Sellers will make a house call.
How about it?
Cale Sellers. Beautifully done from 75 yards away. He took it on a hop, Ricky, and navigated the length of the field for the touchdown. And Cannon County takes momentum right back. 1:25 left here, second quarter. 16-14 now with the 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Good job by Sellers. Only took 13 seconds. What a play. Did pick his way, like you said.
Boy, he did a nice job of cutting back at midfield and getting back to that left side of the field. Came from right to left, and once he got there, had a convoy to help take him the distance. Alexander now for the 2-point conversion. He's going to loft it. Pass is incomplete. Sliding attempt by the receiver at the goal line. And I think that was Garion Gibbs. But I'm not sure. It may have been just a hair behind him, but the Rockets hang on to the lead. But for the first time tonight, or first time this season, looks like they're going to be challenged throughout the contest unless they can get it together here at halftime. Cannon County's been really good here in the first half.
Yeah, I thought the jitters were gone, but that'll bring them back. Something like that, a big play like that.
Well, and I'm telling you, these are two really good teams going at it here. 16-14, Rockets maintain the lead. Still 1:25 left in the quarter, but Ricky, you want to score here if you're the Rockets because you got to kick it off to Cannon County to begin the third quarter.
You do. You said we scored too quick, and boy, that proved to be true.
Well, they turned around and scored quick for us, so. Kick high into the air by Mason. It's going to hit in that no man's land again. Picked up on the run Nicely done across the 45 out to about the 49, Braden Bourne. And that was a really athletic play by Bourne. That hit behind the second line, and he took that on one hop, Ricky, in traffic, and picked up an extra 10, 12 yards, and the Rockets will take over now at their own 49 with $1:19 left here, second quarter.
And one Cannon County player kind of slowed him up with an arm there, and had he not done that, he may have been gone.
Lane Fields brings the play call in, the 8th grader, as the Rockets looking to ring the bell one more time here before halftime. They'll have to wait. Cannon County wants to talk it over. We'll take a break as well. 16-14 game.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
Your one-stop shop to keep your vehicle running smooth is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance like oil changes to brake repairs, tires and alignment, and exhaust work as well, J&J has got you covered. They work on gas and diesel engines. Call Vince or Matt Jackson at 931-364-5602 or stop by their location at 1791 Highway 99. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
Rockets 1st and 10 now. 1:19 left here, second quarter. They want to punch it in one more time before halftime. They'll go to the air. Tied down the field. Got a man back there. Incomplete. Making up some ground as they had the receiver out there initially, but a good play by the defensive back to knock it away. Oakley Pippin was the intended target. But, Ricky, that was a really nice play by the back.
Yeah, he stayed with him the whole route and did a good job getting that hand in there and knocking that ball away.
But a nice play call. Coach Johnson saying, hey, if you want to sell out, we trust Todd with the football. Pretty nice play there by Grant. Laid it up for his receiver again as they go back to the ground on second down. Getting outside now, center of the field to the 30. 25-20, one man to beat. And they will not get him. Touchdown, Braden Bourne.
Touchdown run by number 5, Braden Bourne.
Bourne says, don't sleep on me. 51 yards to the house, and the Rockets' mission accomplished as they score again before halftime. 1:03 still left here in the quarter as Bourne takes it 51 yards for the score. And a really nice job once he got to the center of the field, Ricky. It was a foot race, which he would win.
Yeah, it looked like he was just striding just as easy, but he's got some speed to go with that. A little stride.
They go for 2, right up the middle and into the end zone. And 3 consecutive good 2-point conversion calls. And the Rockets now have taken a 24-14 lead.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, go Rockets!
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites from burritos.
Number 5, Kel Stellers.
And welcome back, Braden Bourne from 51 yards away. And as you said, Ricky, he just eased in. There were some guys chasing, but they couldn't catch him. As this time they'll do the little semi-onside kick as they tried to kick it into that second area. Covered by Cannon County. The Lions will have a little time as they start from their own 43 with 1:02 left here in the second quarter.
Recovered by number 12, Trent Sherrill. After the kick, it's
been a really nice first half of play. These teams have both been very, very talented, very skilled here in the first half.
Yeah, I've had fun watching this. I'd be home sitting on the couch just doing nothing maybe, and this is a great alternative to that.
Exactly. We get a little practice for tomorrow night.
That's right.
We enjoy this. It's really nice. When we came out and did our practice run, got to watch the Liberty game, we were amazed at just the athletic ability of these young guys and what a good team they have. And boy, they've come back. They took that punch early, but they have come back swinging themselves. And now Cannon County trying to put it on the board here before halftime where they could maybe score 2 in a row here. Man in motion, and Alexander looks to go to the air. He's got some heat off the corner. Giving chase. He'll dump it. Pass incomplete. He had plenty of pressure that time. It was Nick Russell coming after the quarterback, Alexander. He tried to dump it over the head of the defenders into the hands of Gibbs, but it's tipped and incomplete. It'll bring up second down.
Second down for the Lions. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Here's the thing, Ricky, with the passing offense, if you throw it and don't take up very much time, if you give the Rockets 30 seconds, they got time to score.
That's right.
It's a full moon. We've seen some strange things here, Irvin.
It has happened.
Second down and 10 now for the Lions. Alexander with backs to either side. And this one will be stopped before it gets started. Illegal procedure. And, Ricky, I believe that's only the second penalty of the game. We had the face mask.
Yep, that's it.
For the Rockets down here that got them a little closer that was on the Lions. And the Lions have just picked up their second penalty of the night. This has been a really clean game.
Very clean.
39-yard line.
So a loss of 5 on the penalty to bring up now second down and 15. And to reset the clock, a couple of seconds ticked off of it. 52 now showing. Up there, maybe a couple of precious seconds here. Man in motion. Back to throw. Fires it down the field. Passes up for grabs and almost intercepted. And we've got a flag out late. Todd almost had the pick. And there's going to be a flag late. Ricky, I was watching Todd because I thought he was going to intercept it. Let's see it again. Peter's got to play for us.
Yeah, it was his to catch. He had great position, had better position than the receiver did.
Ricky, as I watch this replay, I want you to tell everybody what's going on. You watch the throw here, and Todd had it played beautifully. This can't be on Mitchell.
Got a conference. Let's see what they're doing. See if I can zero in on it. Talking to Cannon County, so it must be against the Rockets.
Mitchell made contact with the receiver, but I thought well after the pass had gotten there. It looked like on the replay that was the case. Personal foul. They're going to say maybe he made contact with him, I guess.
I guess. Wasn't that
defenseless receiver maybe?
Yep.
After the penalty, it's going to be first and 10.
So it's going to be first and 10 now after the penalty, and the ball will end up at the Rocket 46 with 46 seconds left here in the quarter. Rocket fans were not very happy. They felt like, again, that player in motion from left to right, he had turned up the field before the ball was snapped.
He's done that on occasion already a couple of times now.
The CFL.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander, 2 receivers to each side of the field as he's straight back to throw. Launches down the sideline, pass incomplete. That time there was good pressure right up the middle, Ricky. They were right in his face.
Pressure indeed, and that threw it maybe before he wanted to that time, and Rockets good coverage as well downfield.
Rockets have gotten back there and done a nice job in coverage.
After 3 straight completions to open his game, he's had 4 straight incompletions now.
And I think that has a lot to do with the pressure that the Rockets are getting on him up the middle. He hasn't had time to just sit back there and survey the field. Second and 10. Ball fumbled. Did the Rockets get it? I think indeed they did. Not a good exchange on the quarterback running back handoff. It pops free and the Rockets get it. I believe that was Russell maybe.
After the turnover, it's going to be first
and Ricky, there was 1 blue jersey there and about 3 or 4 black jerseys. It was the blue jersey that was able to pounce on it first. And the Rockets will take over now from the midfield stripe with 31 seconds left here in the second quarter. Ricky, they have got a timeout remaining.
Yeah, it's time for us, enough for us to score again.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I was thinking. With the weapons they've got, they can definitely score. Wing look, pitch, Mitchell. Mitchell with a full head of steam, hits that hole hard. He'll pick up 7-8 yards before he'll be hit down, and the Rockets will take a timeout. They're trying to get him wide, Ricky, and you know if they can, he's got a chance to bust a big gain every time he sees the football.
Yeah, they kind of teased him with a little shot up the middle that time. Let's see if the Rockets tried to go outside to the left again. Had good success last time with Bourne.
Well, Ricky, I thought they had taken a timeout. Evidently the officials had stopped play. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask on Cannon County.
That's two of those, yeah.
That is a big, big break for the Rockets. They get 15 more tacked on here, and the clock stopped.
Yes.
Penalty results in a first down for the Rockets.
So right now, that football is going to be down at the 28.5-yard line. They've still got 24 seconds and a timeout in their back pocket here as they look to tack on more.
Mistake-free game has certainly turned into a game of mistakes now.
And that was a big one for Cannon County, putting it on the ground here as the Rockets trying to capitalize as they go back to the ground. Slipping through the hole across the 25 down to about the 22 is Patrick. Oh, check that. That was Bourne. And they'll take that final timeout. 16 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll take it as well.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites, from burritos to enchiladas to sizzling fajitas, all served fast and fresh. Dine in, order online, or call in your order at 364-2222. Also, Amigos has catering services available for your next big occasion as well. Good food, good times at Amigos Mexican Grill, 216 South Horton Parkway. Visit their other locations in Lewisburg and Spring Hill. Amigos, proud supporters of the Rockets.
And welcome back. Rockets now no timeouts left from the 23-yard line of Cannon County. 24-14 ball game. Rockets looking to put one more score on the board here before the break. Todd under center. Fakes the give. To the air he goes. Pass is intercepted. Cannon County gets back there as, again, he was trying to hit the streaking receiver, Oakley Pipkin, across the middle, and a nice adjustment by Cannon County there.
It sure was. Alexander was there in good position to make that INT, and he does come up with it.
He made a nice recovery, Ricky. Again, Todd gave his receiver a little bit of air under the football. It would have been complete, except Alexander made a really nice break back to the ball and was able to cover enough ground to pick it off. 9 seconds left here in the half. Rockets switching around defensively as the officials will stop this one.
Alexander with the kneel down, and that'll
Alexander will kneel down, and that'll do it for your first half of play. It's been an exciting first half of action here from the Rock, your DRVC championship. We've reached the halfway point. It's Forrest 24 and Cannon County 14.
Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat, and that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go! When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway. Chapel Hill Family Dentistry has been serving the oral care needs of Chapel Hill and the surrounding area since 2006. They're a general and cosmetic dental practice dedicated to improving your smile and the overall oral health of you and your entire family. Their goal is to provide superior quality health care in a comfortable environment. Call and schedule your appointment today at 364-4557. That's Dr. William Bell and the Chapel Hill Dentistry staff, proud supporters of the Forrest Rockets.
There's always something new to try at Brooks Grocery. Sure, they've got all your everyday needs, the best meat department anywhere, and quality boar's head meats in the deli. But they've also got a great hot bar with a wide selection of steaming hot favorites, and they even have a selection of sushi. They sprinkle in brand new offerings and Brooks favorites like Jack's Trail Mix and a huge selection of tasty candies. All this with that special hometown touch. Find your next favorite food at Brooks Grocery.
Are you tired of wrestling with your yard? High grass, weeds, and no time got you down for the count? Make your yard look like a champ with the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. He'll have your yard styling and profiling with fresh cut grass and new landscaping. He's a grass mowing, plant growing, forest pride showing son of a gun. If you want your yard to be the best, you got to call the best. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, 931-703-7997. Woo!
And welcome back here at halftime, 24-14 Forrest here at the break, halfway through your DRVC championship game. And Ricky, two teams that really took it to each other in the first half.
They did, and field position, as it turned out, got Cannon County on the board first. You're going to see their stats, and you're going to think the Rockets are winning by a lot. They're winning 24-14. The Rockets had 200 yards of total offense, 49 for Cannon County. But special teams on the kickoff, field position down here, that's your two scores right there.
Yeah, and again, it's a total game. You got to win in all three phases, and Cannon County's defense really picked them up early. I thought for them that was very important. After you get beat 48-14, the first time you saw these guys to come out and establish some confidence, and that stop on the 4 downs there and a short field for them on the first offensive series, which they capitalized on, I thought that was really big for them.
Fired them up, got them some confidence, and they're gonna say, we remember what happened last time. We're not going to let it happen again.
Yeah, and they've done a good job of doing just that. Rockets with the lead, but of course Cannon County is going to get the football back to begin the third quarter, so it could be a 24-22 ball game if they put some points on the board, and very much in doubt here at halftime.
Yeah, and possessions are very valuable. You don't have very many. They're just few and far between in an 8-minute quarter, and we've seen that here tonight.
You know, we're sitting here thinking, wow, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, it's 7:20, and we're almost ready to start the second half, and we didn't start this thing till 6:30. I forget just how fast a middle school game can be.
Yeah, not a lot of passing. I mean, 7 passes for Cannon County. That's probably more than most middle school teams in Middle Tennessee attempt in a half in a junior high game.
Ricky, let you take a look at stats we got here at halftime.
Individually for your Rockets, Quincy Mitchell, 15 carries, 88 yards. He scored on a 3-yard touchdown run out of those 15 carries. He's backed up nicely by Braden Bourne, 4 carries for 64 yards. His touchdown came from 51 yards out. And Ethan Patrick, 3 carries for 30 yards. So the two backup, I'm going to call them back up. The two other running backs other than Quincy Mitchell, don't want to call them other running backs either, but those guys are averaging more than 10 yards or more in this first half here. Mitchell leads with 88, Bourne with 64, and Patrick with 30. One pass reception tonight, good for a touchdown, and that was Quincy Mitchell as well. Individually for Cannon County, Miles Alexander really throws the ball well. 3 carries for 7 yards. Trent Sherrill, 3 carries for -3. Cale Sellers, 4 carries for 12 yards. He had a 1-yard touchdown run. Cannon Andrews, 2 carries for 2 yards. 3 pass receptions, 3 of 7 in the first half for Cannon County for 31 yards. They rushed it 12 times for only 18 yards. So total offense of 49 yards for Cannon County in the first half. But again, those special teams plays, the kickoff touchdown, kickoff return for a touchdown, and the field position on the first possession of the game have kept them in this ball game. Rockets ball control as usual, 22 carries on the ground, 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. 1 of 3 passing with 1 interception for 18 yards and a touchdown for Mr. Todd here tonight. Total offense is smooth, even 200 yards for the Rockets, 182 rushing and 18 passing.
Tomorrow night we'll be back on the road as we'll head to Gordonsville. Ricky, you know, we were making that list a while ago of places we had been. That's one I haven't ventured to before.
Yeah, never been there. Passed it by on the road going to Knoxville to the UT games many times, but never have been able to stop there and find out what goes on in Gordonsville.
You know you're old when you've been doing it as long as we have, but we counted. What did we get to? We got to over 100 different places, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did. And Condridge Holloway was a quarterback when I first started doing this.
Wow.
For Tennessee.
That's
a long time.
That's a pretty long time ago.
Yeah.
Even for me, that's a long time ago.
Oh, that's a long time.
But we've had some good times. We'll have a good time tomorrow night, hopefully, as the Rockets will take on the Tigers of Gordonsville. And, again, we'll have that broadcast for you, our pregame beginning at 6. Folks, we do encourage you. I have been just really impressed and had a great time with the interviews that we've got to do in our pep talk segment with the cheerleaders and our interview with the Band of Blue and getting to meet our band members. Also, we get, of course, our Player of the Week, our All-Star Trophies, TC Sports 1 Football Player of the Week, interview with our coach, a Coach's Corner, and just encourage you to tune in. We've got some very talented young men and young ladies, and had a great time getting to know them.
It is fun to see all the different things that goes on. Lots of people, groups of people put in. They dedicate themselves to one thing and they stick with it, and it usually turns out pretty good.
We appreciate you tuning in. As always, check a while ago, we got a pretty nice turnout online here tonight for this DRVC championship. We encourage you, if you cannot make the trip to Gordonsville tomorrow, of course, we'll have that game for you. Once again, our pregame beginning at 6 o'clock with kickoff tomorrow from Gordonsville at 7. Rockets looking to go 5-2, and then, Ricky, you got a tough 3-game stretch to end the season. Back here the following week to take on Marion County at home. They, of course, right now the favorite in the region. Then you get the off week. You get 2 weeks to prepare for Moore County, and then you finish up on the road at Fayetteville.
Yeah, we played a good team last week in Cascade. We had a chance at them. Had some unfortunate things happen, but the play at the end was spearing
killer
non-call. That got me. But listen, Cascade, a very good team, and they're going to win some more ball games before this thing's over. They're going to make somebody earn it if they don't win it.
You know, and as the Rockets, you do get a little bit of a luxury to look and see on the calendar what happens with Cascade and Marion, what happens with Cascade and Fayetteville, you know, especially before you get to Fayetteville. So hopefully for the Rockets, they can come out, pick up the win tomorrow night, get some much-needed momentum, and they'll be back here to take on Marion County the following week. Meanwhile, we've got a second half of middle school football here for your DRVC championship. Rockets looking for win number 23 in a row and title number 3. Back to back to back. They're 2 quarters away from doing so.
And he took a good step forward. By this first half turned out pretty good for him. They gave up the big play on the kickoff return, but still lead at 24-14 here at halftime. A big 24-point second quarter. They got shut out in the first quarter. but made a good recovery. 24 points here in the second quarter. Cannon County on the board first. Sellers scores from 1 yard out. Made it 8-0. And then the Rockets come right back. Mitchell, an 18-yard pass from Todd. Patrick's 2-point conversion run was good, and the ball game's tied at 8 apiece. Rockets back. Mitchell on a 3-yard run. This time Patrick received a pass from Todd for the 2-point conversion. Rockets up 16-8. Then on the kickoff, Sellers, a 75-yard kickoff return. Pass failed on the extra point try. Rockets held their lead 16-14. And the final score in the first half, Braden Bourne, a big 51-yard run. Mitchell's 2-point conversion good. 24-14 here at half.
We'll take one final break. We'll be back with your second half kickoff. Once again, your score here from the Rock. It's the Middle School Rockets 24 and the Middle School Lions 14.
Rain's moving in.
Oh, yeah? You can tell by the clouds?
No.
Red moon tonight. Dew is damaged. You feel it in your joints? The flies are bad. Cow's tipped over.
No. Nope. No. No.
The wind.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
How do you know it's gonna rain then?
Weather app. Free download. It's worth it.
See your local agent, Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. At Apex Bank, being involved in the community is our top priority. The staff in Chapel Hill takes pride in supporting local businesses and students. From delivering Meals on Wheels and donating fish fry proceeds to giving tractor pull time and sponsoring the Rocketeer School Bank, Apex Bank is here for Chapel Hill. Come visit our location at 118 South Horton Parkway. We've got snacks and coffee, and we'd love to talk to you. Or give us a call at 931-246-7105. That's Apex Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. And we return, set to start your third quarter of action here as Cannon County will get the football to begin this third quarter. Braden Bourne set to do the honors here as the Rockets now 16 minutes away from taking their third consecutive DRVC championship. They lead it 24-14 as Bourne approaches. Hammers this one down the field, taken at the 20, 25-30, cuts it back 35, eludes one tackler, but a good job by the Rockets of getting down on the coverage. Ethan Patrick gets down there to make the tackle. And Cannon County, however, will get good starting field position.
After the return, it's going to be 1st and 10 Lions.
From the 38 now for the Lions. And, Ricky, I guess they worked it all out before it was started because normally you don't see the visiting team wearing their dark colors. We thought maybe there'd be a 15-yard penalty at least, but I think they just kind of said, hey, we'll just let
work
them play.
with you. Yeah. I like that. Harder for us to see the numbers, but anyway.
Yeah, it is. I was about to say those gold numerals with those black are a little bit tough to see. Cannon County will begin here. 1st and 10 from their own 38. Alexander, who's done a nice job at the controls with backs to either side and receivers left and right, straight back. Pass incomplete, as that was a really nice job in coverage there by the Rockets. He took a quick drop, but Miller Ratliff was right there again to knock the football away as Alexander had a nice pass that time, delivered it well, but good coverage by the Rockets.
Yeah, made the receiver pay for that too. Without catching the ball, he paid the price.
So now 2nd down and 10, and now a little pressure for Cannon County. You feel like at this point they have to score because the Rocket offense has kind of gotten kicked into gear. Fumble the snap. They'll pick it up, trying to find some place to go, and there are not an awful lot of options as Bourne comes flying by. Got plenty of help. Morgan there to Micah Morgan to clean him up. But again, Alexander lost the football, Ricky, as he was going back to throw. They were able to pick it up, still lost 3. So it's going to be now 3rd down and 13.
Looks like a good snap. When you're back there and you're being pressured, you don't take much to take your eye off the ball just a second. And
I think that's what happened. I think
he
took his eye off just a moment and lost the handle. Luckily for Cannon County, they were able to pick it up. because the last thing they want here is another turnover. 3rd down and 13. Once again, receivers to either side for Alexander. Straight back. Looks. Now the pocket breaks down as he's being chased. He'll dump it down the field. Got a man back there. Pass caught. 40, 35 to the 30, 25, 21 man to beat, and he is into the end zone. That was Miles Alexander making that play happen.
Alexander's pass complete to number 10, Corbin Garrett.
It was Garrett on the reception, but Ricky Alexander made that happen. He waited until the last possible minute to get rid of that football to give Garrett room to uncover. And on that pass play, it ends up being a 63-yard pass, or 64-yard pass play for the touchdown, and that was a big play for Cannon County. Very impressed with Alexander's ability back there. They go for 2 now. As back to the ground they go. Pitch wide, and scoring the 2-point conversion is Sellers. So now we've got ourselves an even closer game, 24-22, as we'll take a quick break. Or we'll keep it here. 24-22. They're going to kick this one off pretty quickly. Ricky, that was one where you got them in 3rd and 13. You got pressure on the quarterback, and Alexander just kept that play alive long enough for his receiver to be able to uncover. That's Garrett.
Yeah, he took off running to his left. He had plenty of time to look, and Rocket defense tried to make an effort at it, but just a good play by him.
Mason hammers it again. Bourne on a wet surface, picks it up 25-30, and he gets dumped down at about the 33-yard line.
Number 5, Braden
55, Tucker Whitty.
Tripped up by number 4, Gavin Bogle.
And on the stop, he also got some help from 4, Gavin Bogle, and the Rockets now will take over for the first time here in this second half in a 2-point game, 24-22, 6:34 left here, 3rd quarter. And Ricky, we've got ourselves a ball game.
We do. It's a good one.
We see Cannon County come out and throw a big haymaker. Can the Rockets return the favor here? This time we got the full house look. Turn, pitch, Bourne looking for the corner. 35, cuts it back inside 40. Stays on his feet, 45 midfield. Back inside to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. Stays on his feet. Bourne will take it to the house. There's the Bourne identity. Taking it to the house. That was a sweet run by Braden Bourne. Breaking tackles, breaking ankles. We'll see it again. He got to the corner, Ricky, and this was a really nice cutback. Watch him break tackles and stay in bounds. That was the feat that was probably the most impressive.
Yeah.
As he takes it to the house. Braden Bourne answers the call, and the Rockets answer the bell. Right back down the field for the score. 30-22 now. 6:18 left here in the 3rd. As a 2-point try, they go right up the middle and get the 2-point conversion. 32-22. They keep that 10-point lead with 6:18 left here in the 3rd.
Town banking is having decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technologies such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a friendly voice for any of your banking needs. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 931-364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice in hometown banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
The Bourne identity. Braden Bourne, 5 for $131 and a couple of scores. Nicely done. That was a big-time run.
Oh. How does he stay in bounds? I mean,
super impressive. I was like you. I thought at least, and I thought Cannon County would try to use the sideline, just push him out of bounds.
Yeah, they had him wrapped up and just didn't, and he unwrapped him.
Just a great job by Braden Bourne. He'll kick it off now as the Rockets back up by 10. Short kick. It'll hit and be down at the 38-yard line. That was effective there, Ricky.
Yeah, that keeps a big return from happening. I like the kickoff move there.
Trent Sherrill falls on it for the Lions, and they get it back now. And, boy, both of these offenses are saying, hey, we have come to play.
Yeah, I like it. It's very entertaining. I hope you folks, again, are enjoying it.
And, again, think about it. Ricky brought it out so many times at the start of the game, 8-minute quarters, and we've already got 54 on the board. This is like, what, a USFL game broke out.
You don't have that in a pro game.
I know. Unless you're the Dolphins playing the Broncos.
Yeah, 70.
Wow. We've had plenty of offense here tonight. Now the Rocket defense trying to get it back for their offense. Back to throw. Little heat pass is almost picked off. Bourne was just an eyelash away. The pass intended for Sherrill, and Bourne had a beat on it. He got a hand on it, and Ricky, had he got it, it was green pastures for Bourne.
He's had a great game.
Oh, he has had a wonderful game here tonight.
Career for most people.
He said, you know what? A lot of people have paid attention, and rightly so, to Quincy Mitchell, but you know what? I'm pretty good in my own right.
Not bad.
I'm sure the coaching staff for the Rockets are saying, yeah, we'll be happy to get both those young men.
Yep.
2nd down and 10 now. Alexander back to the drawing board. Works from the gun as he's back to throw. And this one, the officials will stop play. A legal procedure on the Lions. It'll back them up 5 now. 2nd down and 15. And right now, if you're the Rockets, here's the time, Ricky. You've got to make the stand and get that football back. Got them in 2nd and 15 here.
Yeah, they need to put some more pressure on him. He's had a lot of time back there to throw the football, and he made the Rockets pay last time.
I tell you what, I've got to think if you're a high school coach watching this, I'm sure the Cannon County Lions coaching staff is saying, wow, we've got something to work with here.
They do. Future looks good in that young man.
Yeah, they've got some players. Sellers, I've been very impressed with him as well. Alexander from the gun. Back to throw. Got heat. Fires it down the field. Man back there. Pass incomplete. Nicely step-by-step defended by Miller Ratliff. But did you see Alexander just flicked it down the field, Ricky, and he had hands in his face.
Yeah, and it was a deep throw, too. That little arm's got some power in it.
He has some punch. 3rd down and 15 now, and here's the big play. Don't want them to get a 1st down, but you really don't want them to get very many yards here. You want to keep them in that 4th and long.
You think 12 rushing attempts for 18 yards in the first half. I think they are going to rely on his arm here in the second half.
And that's one of the things you talk about, especially at this level. Live by the sword, die by the sword. You look pretty good if you're Alexander with that talent, but sometimes the pressure comes and there's not a lot you can do. 3rd down and 15. Rockets come again. Alexander delivers. Pass back there, incomplete. 4th down now. There were 3 Rockets back in coverage. But you notice now, Ricky, they're beginning to pin their ears back and come off the corners.
Yeah, they're getting good containment on that pressure as well because he can't run to the outside as much as he did a couple of times tonight. And that's a good adjustment on your defense right there.
Talk about, too, you talked about right then. They kept him in the pocket. They have not allowed him to get outside the pocket. Looks like the Lions.
We can't punt in such an offensive game, can we?
Are lining up to punt. Rockets aren't fully believing it. They snap it back, and the snap is low. Punter cannot hang on to it, and the Rockets are going to get excellent starting field position. He had to just cover it up, Ricky.
Yep.
And the Rockets have a short field to work with. 5:58 left here in the 3rd. And that was a big set of downs for the Rockets. Now, offensively, can they give themselves a little breathing room here?
Yeah, I look for them to score on the first play.
From the 26-yard line of Cannon County. 32-22 ball game. Rockets are going to get Ethan Patrick into the game here. As now they're going to run a little trickeration here. Now we've got a penalty marker that will come flying here. The official from the far side makes the call, Ricky.
He hasn't seen anything like that this year. See what kind of call we get. Offsides. Lined up offsides on the Rockets.
That'll cost them 5. But again, Coach Johnson's showing them a little different formation.
Little wrinkle.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Rockets.
Now, Irby, I think this is a sign of what a good job this coaching staff's done. They've made some nice adjustments. They came out queuing on Mitchell, keying on him, and what do? They go to the air. The nice pass from Todd, his second completion of the year and his second touchdown. And then they kind of open it back up. They find Mitchell some running lanes, and it's been Bourne, too, who has just came up huge.
Is this the polecat play?
Yep. They're going to go back with it here.
Thought I smelled something.
Got to make sure they've got everybody lined up right. They're going to stop it again. Timeout taken by Cannon County. They didn't like the set. Yeah. We'll take a quick break.
Town banking is having decisions made by a bank right here in your town, not in another city, county, or even state. It's neighbors and friends who know your name and take time to greet you when you walk in. It's modern technologies such as online banking and mobile check deposits, while still being able to talk to a friendly voice for any of your banking needs. Come visit us at 4641 Nashville Highway or call us at 931-364-7888. First Commerce Bank, your first choice in hometown banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stop in and visit Mack Equipment, your largest Exmark and Cub Cadet dealer in the state of Tennessee. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Chapel Hill at 109 North Horton Parkway, next to Southern Roots Hair Salon. Mack Equipment offers parts, sales, service, and rental. Their factory-certified technicians also service multiple brands of outdoor power equipment, making this a perfect stop for your future equipment repairs. Don't forget to visit our 2 other locations in Murfreesboro and Lewisburg. That's Mack Equipment.
Hey, welcome back. Thinking on your feet. They're going to do it again here. Coach Johnson, that's a great adjustment because what has Cannon County done? They've tried to clog up the middle of the field for Mitchell. Now they've got everybody spread out. Mitchell's got the center of the field. Looking. Now he's going to run around, breaks a couple of tackles. I'm not sure. I think the Cannon County guys, Mitchell had stood there so long, they thought there was a penalty on the play. Mitchell just waits to the last second and takes off.
I got the binoculars on him, and he does like this. He shrugs his shoulders like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it wasn't the Statue of Liberty, but it was, I guess, the statue of Quincy there.
Yeah. I think we've thrown a flag over there after all this, even after the play.
It certainly was interesting. Let's say that.
He almost got the first down. No, he didn't. He's behind the sticks. My bad.
They're going to back him up now. And I'm not sure, Ricky. I'm going to have to see legal procedure on the Rockets.
I'm feeling like I'm at Cascade again.
I know. This is like, we were rocking along here, and now it feels like we've hit a lull. 5:51 left here in the third. Mitchell, the back behind Todd. Man in motion. We've got another penalty marker. Rockets missed the snap there. Wing moved. Cost them 5.
It's going to be a false start against the Rockets.
That's the thing, though, Ricky. We haven't seen a lot of that out of this Rocket team. I
talk
talk about we've
not much.
Coach Tony Johnson, Danny Morgan, Zach Russell, Coach Homer Jones. They've done a really nice job with this group.
Well, what do? You give it to Bourne for 41, or you give it to Quincy for 41?
And that's the
pretty
thing.
Good option.
Yeah, it's a two-edged sword right now for the Lions. Just having that second option. Receiver to the left. Pitch. Mitchell gets outside. Now cuts it inside 30. to the 25, to the 20, to the 15. It's a foot race. 10, 5. Quincy stretches that football out. Did he get it there? Did he get the pylon? They are not going to give it to him out at the 1. What a run.
Yeah. He wasn't down there to see if he got the pylon. He outran the referee.
Oh, man. He did his dead level best, stretching that thing out there to get it.
They're going to mark it
to the house.
They're going to mark it at the 2.
But again, get him in space. Boy, we see Triple F. We'll see him tomorrow night. You get those guys in space. It is Katie bar the door. They are just absolutely electric.
Two guys over 100 yards now.
1st and goal for the Rockets. Knock it on the door. Give. Mitchell. Touch. Down. Quincy Mitchell stakes his claim to the score. 5 minutes left here in the 3rd. It is now 38-22 Rockets. And that was a big answer. Defense comes up big. Offense cashes in. And right now, I think as it maybe did in that first game, the speed beginning to take its toll. The try for 2. Give, left side, Mitchell puts it in. You talk about got to be creative. You got to have quite a few plays together for those 2-point conversion tries. That time Mitchell punches it in, and it's now 40-22. So you think about now, Ricky, 3-possession game at least. And that's a big, big difference, being able to convert all of those 2-point tries.
Yeah, you're not going to have that many possessions left in this ball game. Yeah.
5 minutes even left here in the 3rd quarter. It is now 40-22 Rockets.
We had a big 2nd quarter. Now we're having a big 3rd quarter with still 5 minutes to go. So we've only played 3 minutes, and we've already got 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we felt like that 1st quarter took about 5 minutes total. Mm-hmm. 2nd quarter may have took 6, and now we're
stuck.
We're kind of stuck along here. This one's drug out a little bit. Bourne to kick it off. Kicks it over that first wedge into the back, taking it to 22. Up the right sideline, 40-44, and we're going to have a horse collar.
Ooh, yeah.
1 on the return. That was Miles Alexander, and I think that was Camden House who went over to make the tackle and may have got a piece of that shoulder pad. Horse collared him as he brought him down.
When your special teams struggle, you use everything you can to get them down, and unfortunately that's always going to be a penalty.
Now, you like what they've done, though. They've kicked it over the top a couple of times after that one where they kicked it right to them, and Cannon County was able to return it. They've kind of kicked it away, tried to kick it into an empty area. Cannon County's done a pretty good job of going over and fielding it and picking up some positive yards. Here they're going to get 15 more tacked on, and this thing's going to end up down at the Rocket 41-yard line. So Lions in business. Can this Rocket defense hold up again? Now, Ricky, you saw they've started to get a lot more pressure off the corners on Alexander. Give it coming right. Not a lot of running room there. Stretching it forward is Sellers. He's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 on 1st down. Mitchell getting off the bottom of the pile. But again, Ricky, look at the pursuit that the Rockets had up front. All those guys coming down the line.
Yeah, there wasn't anything outside. He had to cut it up. He did a good job cutting up to get those 5 yards, though. Nothing outside that time at all.
Lachlan Morris did a nice job as well getting over there as they fake and now turn it back inside Alexander. He won't pick up much. And, Ricky, I want to see –
Miles Alexander on the
I believe that was Morgan who did a wonderful job. They wanted to pitch that, but he got out into the space where Alexander wanted to pitch it, forced him back inside, and they had plenty of help after that. So now it's 3rd down, and we'll call it about 4.
You called that just right. Good play out there by Mr. Morgan.
Micah Morgan, another one of those 8th graders we'll see next year.
Hello
3rd down.
Hello to Vinton up there in Ohio. I think he's up in Ohio. Vinton, thank you for watching tonight.
3:37, clock ticking here, 3rd quarter. Cannon County trying to keep the drive moving. They go back with the pitch. Ball on the ground. Sellers had to fight to hang on. They tried a little trickery there as they went and showed going left. They tried to pitch it back right, and the pitch was behind Sellers, who had to fall on it back at the 38. So now it's going to be 4th down and 7.
Rocket defense very stingy against the run tonight. They're relying heavily on the pass and special teams.
I think now Alexander, even though he's very talented, when they know that he's going to have to go to the air, they've really kind of pinned their ears back and put a lot more pressure on him. 4th and 7 now for Cannon County. Receivers to each side. Backs to either side of Alexander. Got some time this time. He'll go down the center of the field. Got a man back there. Pass caught for 6. Nicely done again. Gary Gibbs gets behind the defense. And when you give Alexander time and the ability he has to survey the field, nicely thrown football and a touchdown pass for the Lions. It'll cover 38 yards, and Ricky Alexander's very, very impressive.
It's very accurate. He sure is, and they have got a jewel in that young man here in the next couple of years.
They'll line up for 2, and again, keep themselves within striking distance. Sellers lost the handle on the football as he tried to penetrate inside, and the 2-point try is no good. Score now 40-28 with 2:34 left here in the 3rd.
Funeral home and cremation services had its beginning in 1939 when Thomas H. Lawrence established the business. Lawrence Funeral Home has always strived to provide compassionate, dignified, and professional service to every family it serves, regardless of their circumstances. Lawrence Funeral Home pledges to the families of Marshall and surrounding counties to continue providing excellence in funeral service. In your time of need, our family is there for your family. Lawrence Funeral Home and Cremation.
It's like a hockey line change. A fresh set runs in from the sideline. This is the quickest I have ever seen them get a kickoff off. Mason kicks, hits, picked up center of the field. 35, 40, 45 to the midfield stripe. It's going to be a foot race, and they are not going to get him. Bourne again to the house. Braden Bourne. You could see it coming too, Ricky. He had a head of steam when he picked it up. Everybody was kind of in a pile, and when he broke free of that first wave, Mason, you got to feel like the lineman is not going to get the running back.
What are we giving him credit for? Where did he pick it up at?
I think he picked it up at about the 35.
65 yards.
Peter, do we have that one on replay? We ain't got that on replay. We could go back and check it, but I think he picked it up center of the field somewhere along the 35. But, again, Rockets make quick work of the answer here, 46-28.
11 seconds to score.
They'll go for 2 again. Give inside for 2. Nicely blocked up there, and Bourne says, you know what? I'll take it the length of the field for the score, give it back to me, and I'll pick up the 2 extra. So he does just that. And we'll keep it here as the Rockets now lead it by 20. 48-28, 2:23 left here in the 3rd. And, Ricky, think about this. How many times now have the Rockets been able to convert on their 2-point conversions that the Lions have not?
Yeah, each and every time the Rockets have been successful.
So they have stopped Cannon County a couple of times. And, of course, when you can do that, it definitely helps you as you pull and stretch that lead out a little bit more.
Lots of action. Let's see. 5 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter.
And we've still got 2:23 left. We got time for another 2 or 3.
Rockets with 3 and Cannon County with 2. That's 5 touchdowns in.
Bourne's tired. They're going to have to give him some oxygen over on the sideline. He'll kick it off. This one along the ground, and Cannon County able to cover it up at the 49. Lions will take over from there. Ricky, the one thing I will say, Alexander has been very impressive.
Yeah,
that young man can throw the football well for an 8th grader.
I like watching him. He's got 5 completions, 2 of them big 64-yard touchdown, 38-yard touchdown.
I've been impressed with Sellers. They've got some other guys. Gibbs has caught a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They got some nice athletes on this Cannon County side. So you think about a team that's trying to build in Cannon County. There's some pretty nice little building blocks. Trying to answer now. Rolling. Pass is caught.
Ooh.
Nicely done by Sherrill. In traffic, too. Rockets had that defended pretty well, but Alexander fit that in just in the only place he could, Ricky.
Yeah, and he squared off his route really nice. He went to a certain spot and just turned to the right, and the ball's right there, and made a good catch.
Ball down to the 41
Pick up
of
a 10.
the Rockets. As we approach the 2-minute mark left here, third quarter. 48-28 Rockets as they look for the three-peat here. Cannon County says, don't count your chickens before they hatch. We may have something to say about that one.
What was the over and under in this game?
I'm not sure.
112.
Back to the ground, this time right up the middle. One cut, and it is Sellers taking it to the house. Sellers from 41 yards out. Cale Sellers, and we talked about that 1-2 punch of Alexander and Sellers. It's on display there. Sellers made one cut outside, went back to the inside, Ricky, and it was smooth sailing for him the rest of the way.
Yeah, didn't get a mitt laid on him after he got the secondary back there.
So now 48-34 is your lead. And every time you think the Rockets may be about to run away and hide, Cannon County says, wait a minute, not so fast. 1:37 now left here in this third quarter. Lions, of course, will go for two here. Let's see. These teams have had to go deep into their two-point conversion playbooks here tonight. Two receivers to the left as they're going to give it. Coming left, Sherrill, and he got hammered. No place to go. That was Russell and also Big Lachlan Morris there to shut down the two-point conversion. So it will stay 48-34 with 1:37 left here, third quarter. Let's keep it here as they're going to get back quickly. Like you say, this is like a hockey change. They've got guys running up the field to come and kick this thing off. It's crazy. You think about taking a break. We can't do that very often here.
No. You've had a whole game in this third quarter, folks. Thanks for staying with us. Don't go to the refrigerator.
Hey, you can tell your friends and neighbors if they haven't gotten in on this yet, they've still got plenty of time.
Yeah.
They want to see some excitement. We've got plenty here. 48-34. 82 points on the board, and we still got a quarter and a piece left as the onside kick covered easily there by the Rockets. And let's see, that was Camden Howes on the recovery. So now, pick your poison. If you kick it deep, yeah, you may give it to them a little bit down the field, but you go ahead and give it to the Rockets. This way, you take a chance on getting it back. But if they cover it, you got a short field.
Real short.
From the midfield stripe. There's that number 8 sitting back there. You're going to turn and pitch, cuts it inside. That time, good penetration as they made him go back inside that time, Ricky.
Yeah, they at times they play good defense against Quincy, and that's one of those times. Very rarely do you hold him to no gain.
Second down and 10 now.
Tell you how even timeout Rockets.
Yeah, Rockets had a player trying to get off the field, so they're forced to burn a timeout. Let's take a quick break ourselves. 48-34 Rockets.
Timeout Rockets. Rocket fans, I'd like to
in service.
Are you moving to the area and need a place to store your possessions? Are you trying to declutter your existing space or needing a place to park your boat, RV, truck, trailer, or camper? There's a simple solution. It's Highway 99 Storage. Conveniently located off Highway 99 and James King Road, it's a lighted, secure, and fenced-in area to keep your valuables safe. New units available with climate control. Call 364-5678 to rent. That's Highway 99 Storage.
And welcome back. fact, they announced during the break, the quick break there, Ricky, but that the middle school girls cross-country team had qualified for the state.
Very
so
nice.
Congratulations to them.
Picking up some more, get up some more trophies.
Second down now for the Rockets. 2nd and 10. Wings to either side as they turn and pitch. Mitchell inside. Gets free. 40, 35, 30. Down the sideline, a cloud of dust. And it is Quincy Mitchell to the house. He'll flip in with that last little stretch. And the Rockets take it again, and you see the electrifying Quincy Mitchell. Ricky, watch this when he gets going to the corner.
Boom.
There are some big guys chasing him. But, man, what speed he has. They got a glove on him, able to trip him up, but he just falls into the end zone from 50 yards away. And Mitchell now with 182 yards on the evening. 2-point call. They go back inside, and for the first time tonight, Cannon County able to stop them. So 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. It is back to a 20-point game, 54-34.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
Your one-stop shop to keep your vehicle running smooth is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance like oil changes to brake repairs, tires and alignment, and exhaust work as well, J&J has got you covered. They work on gas and diesel engines. Call Vince or Matt Jackson at 931-364-5602 or stop by their location at 1791 Highway 99. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
And the kick taken after a lot of confusion. Bourne hit that one. It was like a wedge. It kind of died on the sideline. Cannon County had to hustle over there to get it. They were able to finally cover it, but by then the special teams had gotten down to make the play. And Cannon County is going to take over at their own 25-yard line, 24-yard line. And Ricky, I guess got a text message from Jeff Daugherty. He thinks that Alexander may be Jimmy Henson's grandson.
Got some good blood right there. Jimmy's a fast quarterback, athlete. Coach Norman Henson.
You put him in the transfer portal. Maybe he'll end up at Chapel Hill.
There you go.
1st and 10 for the Lions is back to throw. Alexander on the slant, pass incomplete. That one dropped by Garrett.
He had a lot of pressure in his face, and he still manipulated that ball right in there, overhanded throw, right on the number, right on his. He's right in the hands with it.
Yeah, you can tell that. I mean, he's got a real presence back there to be that age. Like you say, throws the football well, throws it very accurately. They've got some nice things to look forward to there with him running the show in Cannon County.
I think big number 74 for the Rockets had his hands up and made it tough.
Lachlan Morris is a load now. He can come and get you. 2nd and 10. Alexander got some heat this time. Steps up in the pocket. He gets taken down.
Good containment, 35 and 52 there.
That
Mr.
was
Morgan.
Yeah, getting the sack is going to be Russell. He got his hands on him, but Morgan was right there as well. And they sent him off the edge, got plenty of heat that time, and Alexander didn't have any time to look downfield.
On the 18-yard line.
And I think, too, that's what the Rockets defense wants to do. They don't want to let him be comfortable back in the pocket because, boy, we saw what he could do when he got some time. That pass down the center of the field that he threw to Gibbs was a really nicely thrown football.
Yeah, Micah turned him in, and who was it right there on the spot to tackle him?
Russell.
35, Russell, yes.
Clock ticking down. I don't think they're going to get off another play here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it for your third quarter of action. We'll head to the final frame here at Murray E. Holton Memorial Field, otherwise known as The Rock. 54-34 Rockets.
Moving forward with strong tradition. It's the town's motto, but it holds so true today. The town of Chapel Hill is balancing expanded growth with preserving the small town traditions that make it special. The town's administration and employees would like to take this time to reaffirm their commitment to the citizens of Chapel Hill and to wish the Rockets and Lady Rockets success in their upcoming seasons. From the home of the Lions Super Bowl of the South, the town of Chapel Hill says, "Go Rockets!"
Amigos Mexican Grill is the place you'll find all your authentic favorites, from burritos to enchiladas to sizzling fajitas, all served fast and fresh. Dine in, order online, or call in your order at 364-2222. Also, Amigos has catering services available for your next big occasion as well. Good food, good times at Amigos Mexican Grill, 216 South Horton Parkway. Visit their other locations in Lewisburg and Spring Hill. Amigos, proud supporters of the Rockets.
Welcome back. We hope the fourth quarter has some action.
We just had a 50-point third quarter. Cannon County put up 20. You think that's nice? You think you've had a good? You think you've had a good quarter? You gonna make up a little ground? No. Rockets picked up 30, 30-20 in the third quarter.
50 points in an 8-minute quarter. And fellas, here's the thing. You talk about, the defense has got to be terrible. I think it's just the offense is that good.
Yeah, the defense is. Yeah, they're just making some nice plays.
Cannon County needing to make a play now. 3rd down and 16 for the Lions. What has Alexander got up his sleeve here? Rolls right, slings it, pass incomplete. That time he overshot his intended target, Cale Sellers, and it'll bring up an important 4th down here. Ricky, you got to think this is maybe ball game. If the Rockets can stop them here, you score. I don't think even at the pace that Cannon County could score at, I don't think you got enough time to get back in it.
Yeah, they're getting to the desperate stage right now. And he ran away that time from Mr. Morgan. He ran to his right. Mr. Morgan coming in from the left. Micah didn't have to play it very hard on that play because he was running away from him. He still stayed home in case he circled back around.
Mm-hmm. They've got some active guys up front. Now a big 4th down, and like I say, this could be your game here if you're Cannon County. 4th down and 16, man-to-man on either side. Alexander back, got some pressure, rolls, fires, pass is incomplete, tipped away, and Ricky, who got a hand on it?
I'd say it's Braden.
Was that House?
7. Who's over there?
That was House. That was 2, I think it got a hand on it.
I think you're right, Camden House. Number 2.
Nicely done, and the Rockets now will take over on downs at the Cannon County 18, just underway here in the fourth quarter. 7:47 remaining. The Rockets lead it by 20, and you got to think a touchdown here pretty much salts its way. Can the Rockets pound another home? 2 backs. Turn pitch, Mitchell. And he gets hit hard. Good penetration that time. 24 in there. That's Corbin Schultes.
Taken down by a host of Lions. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Not much there, if anything. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Bryson Weaver getting the play in from the sideline. Rockets can afford to take their time here.
If we score again, we're going to have 60 on the board.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think they may have jumped a little quickly that time. Let's see. Legal procedure on the Rockets. It'll cost them 5. Ricky, you think about where they were at here, coming into this game. Let's see.
It's just going to give Quincy and Bourne some more stats, running stats, backing them up 5
Yeah, back
yards.
them up 5. You're right. Didn't think about that, but you are correct, sir. When they came in averaging almost 42 a game, and you think that's outstanding, you got 54 now with 6:50 left in the fourth quarter.
Bump that up by 2.
Back to throw. Todd over the top. Pass is incomplete. Diving attempt there by Oakley Pipkin. And he is laid out, man. He gave it all, had his hands all over that one, Ricky. He just could not reel it in.
About a little play action. I like it.
I liked it. Coach Johnson's going to go out and check on the young man as he really laid out, gave it all to get that one. Ricky, I thought he was going to be able to juggle that in at the last minute, but could not find a way to catch that touchdown pass. But Todd put him a little air under it again.
That's almost a top 10 Sports Center play there if he'd have come up with that. He gave it his all.
Let's take a quick break while they look to stretch him out, and we'll be back.
Eye Care Clinic, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan and his staff offer a wide range of services, including comprehensive eye exams, advanced testing, and eye disease management. Fashion frames from top names like Guess and Kate Spade. They also stay on top of new eye care advances like Vuity and Upneat. And that unique Dr. J touch that always leaves you with a smile until your next visit. Make your appointment at 359-4373. Advanced Eye Care Clinic, 815 East Commerce.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on! Yes, let's go! When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
As we return, they go to Miller Ratliff on the run there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, not a lot more. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So a big 4th and 10 upcoming here for Forrest. 6:09 left. Cannon County hanging around, Ricky. You'd love to see them maybe land that last haymaker for the knockout.
Yeah, they had their offense in gear as well as the Rocket offense.
4th and 10. Mitchell the lone back. Todd to throw. Fires it, pass back there, and it is batted away at the last minute. Had Patrick back there, but good job of recovering by the defensive back, and I believe that may have been Alexander that knocked it away. So Cannon County stops the Rockets, and they get it back with 5:49 remaining. They're still on life support, but they're still in it. Touchdown there by the Rockets, I think, would have sealed the deal for sure, but Cannon County still hanging around. Their defense gives it back to the offense now with 81 yards to go to pick up another touchdown. And Ricky, the one thing you think about is just how good this offense has been tonight as the pitch comes. Sellers gets to the corner, turns the corner, and it's going to be a foot race, but there is a penalty marker back there. Mitchell giving chase. Will he get him? That's what we're looking for now, and Sellers will win it, but we're going to have to do it again. There was a penalty marker back at about the 35, and I think this one's coming back.
Mitchell was closing on him. Just ran
he
out
was
of
closing
run.
on him.
Yeah.
Hey, but again, that's the spirit of your team. That should have been, hey, we're up 20. Let the guy, I'll let him score. Hey,
No, not happening.
Everything is contested. When Cannon County got to the corner, I think there was a block that the official picked up, and really there was no sense in that at all. He had already turned the corner and was in front of,
good call.
Was in front of everybody. A shame for Sellers. So they'll have to back it up. And Ricky, what I'm looking at here, they've got 34 points on the board. There's still 5.5 minutes left in this contest, and you coming into this contest, the Rocket defense had been just absolutely shut down all season long. They've only given up 60 points on the season, and that's in 7 games. Back to the ground. Up the middle and getting a couple of yards. That's about all. Right now, you're happy that Alexander can throw the football because you're going to have some chunk plays here to get back in it quickly if you've got any shot at all.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up second
Clock
down.
continuing to move as we approach the 5-minute mark left here in this fourth quarter. The middle school Lions from Woodbury, Cannon County, trying to get themselves back a little closer. They trail by 20. Alexander with backs to either side, receivers left and right. He'll throw, pass in the air, and it is incomplete. Good job there getting over at the last minute. That was Miller Ratliff. He knocks it away as the intended target. Back there, let's see, Ricky. Shuffled my roster to the side for a second. That was Cade Haynes, the intended target. So now 3rd down and 10, and now, Ricky, we suddenly got the defenses stepping to the forefront here.
Yeah, that ball held up in the air and gave Ratliff time to make the play and in the right spot. Could have been out of position, not so.
3rd down now, 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Under 5 minutes left here. Rockets looking for their 3rd consecutive DRVC championship. There's the pitch, and a good job. Defensively, Ricky, they played that beautifully. Turned him back inside. Somebody took the quarterback. Somebody took the pitch man. The numbers were excellent for the Rockets there. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th and 10.
Yeah, that's like a broken record. We've seen that turning them in all night long. Staying at home on defense.
And, Ricky, that option pitch many times is tough to defend. Very nicely done. You've got to have, I hate to use a Butch Jones term, but what is it, eye integrity there on that pitch. And that time the Rockets stayed at home nicely. Everybody stayed in their lanes, did a nice job. No gain on the play. 4 minutes now remaining.
Butch who?
The former coach at
exactly
Arkansas State in a little while. 4th down and 10. Man in motion. Alexander to throw. Here comes Morgan off the corner. Forces him to step up in the pocket. Now he'll roll, looking to throw, keeping the play alive. Dumps it in the flat, incomplete. Nobody there really, and who was it applying the pressure right at the end? No one other than Bourne.
Number 1 pass incomplete.
He has had one heck of a game tonight on both sides of the football. Yes.
Exactly.
Going to be 1st and 10 Rockets.
3:36 left, and Ricky, I think that's pretty much, if we had any doubt, that's pretty much going to put it to bed now. 3-score game with 3:36 remaining, and the Rockets knock it on the door at the 18 or 19-yard line where they'll take over.
Do we get 60 here?
I'd say there's a distinct possibility. Mitchell's still in the game. They're going to turn and pitch it to him. Quincy gets inside one defender. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and there's your 60. He takes the foot off the gas as he goes into the end zone. Ricky, uncanny ability he has that when he gets it, boy, he eludes that first tackler, and he's got a little space to work, and he is just super.
Looked like he was playing hopscotch the first 2 or 3 yards of that run there. Just an excellent way he picked his way, like you said.
He just glides.
Yeah.
I mean, he is not the biggest of young men, and man, he just glides along the ground. It's like he's just floating on air. Scores again. It is now 60-34. They're going to give it back inside, and he'll take it in for 2. Mitchell will finish it off 62-34 Rockets as we take a break.
Joseph Fowler and his outstanding staff are dedicated to providing the most effective, clinically superior physical therapy humanly possible. They make it easy to get back in the game by accepting most insurances, including Medicare. They specialize in total joint replacement rehab and orthopedic conditions. They'll help get your range of motion, flexibility, and your strength back. They even assist in dizziness and balance disorders. Get yourself back in the game at Benchmark Physical Therapy, 4654 Nashville Highway.
Yards of carry.
They give it to him on these little 2-point conversions.
And welcome back, and we just continue to be amazed at what we've seen here. We're talking during the break. What is that now, Ricky?
24 carries for 204.
He's having an off night.
Yeah. So it's those 2-point conversions is what's bringing his average down. They're only 3 yards.
You know, and here's the thing, Ricky. It's such a, I don't know, it's been a treat to watch this. These guys really get after it. I've been very impressed with what they've been able to do. And Mitchell, you know, he's averaging 244 yards a game on the ground. He's a little bit below his average. And the whopping stat was he was averaging over 21 yards a carry. He's having a bad night. He's just under 10.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Amazing.
There is a lot of talent on this team, and I'm sure the high school coaches cannot wait. You've had two really good classes in front of this one. You got some sophomores on that high school team that are beginning to contribute quite a bit. You know, you get another year of them. You know, you've got 3 consecutive classes that haven't been beat. There's going to be a lot of talk about what that high school team can do.
Yeah, we've got the offense in line. We've got the running backs who keep putting them out year after year after year. Can we get the line to go with it? We got time out on the field for something here. I don't know, a lot of commotion coming in from the sidelines.
They got both teams over on the sideline. Do they have a player down over there?
Let's see if I can spot. You got maybe a parent coming that way. It's dressed in Cannon County colors. And a blue-shirted official. Looks like Coach Stacy heading that way. Middle school athletic director.
All our players are kneeling over here on the sideline with their helmets off.
I do see someone on the bench over there they're attending to right now.
Okay. Ricky
can't see who it is.
Very wisely brings his binoculars here to each and every game to get the eagle eye shot here. So we've got a Cannon County player being attended to, and boy, Ricky, just what we've seen here tonight, you've got 62 points on the board, and again, 8-minute quarters is 62-34. We've almost got 100 points on the board.
Look how many points we scored in the first quarter.
None.
Yeah.
None.
So we've scored 62 points in 3 quarters.
Cannon County 8 in the first, 6 in the second. They got 20 in the third. You're thinking, hey, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Rockets nothing in the first, 24 in the second, 30 in the third, and they scored already here in the fourth. Crazy football game.
And both teams now down on a knee.
Let's take a break, get another sponsor run in, and we'll be back.
Chapel Hill Family Dentistry has been serving the oral care needs of Chapel Hill and the surrounding area since 2006. They're a general and cosmetic dental practice dedicated to improving your smile and the overall oral health of you and your entire family. Their goal was to provide superior quality health care in a comfortable environment. Call and schedule your appointment today at 364-4557. That's Dr. William Bell and the Chapel Hill Dentistry staff, proud supporters of the Forrest Rockets.
There's always something new to try at Brooks Grocery. Sure, they've got all your everyday needs, the best meat department anywhere, and quality boar's head meats in the deli. But they've also got a great hot bar with a wide selection of steaming hot favorites, and they even have a selection of sushi. They sprinkle in brand new offerings and Brooks favorites like Jack's Trail Mix and a huge selection of tasty candies. All this with that special hometown touch. Find your next favorite food at Brooks Grocery.
Are you tired of wrestling with your yard? High grass, weeds, and no time got you down for the count? Make your yard look like a champ with the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. He'll have your yard styling and profiling with fresh cut grass and new landscaping. He's a grass mowing, plant growing, forest pride showing son of a gun. If you want your yard to be the best, you got to call the best. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, 931-703-7997. Woo!
And welcome back as they have the cart over on that far sideline attending to the injured Cannon County player. Ricky has his binoculars trained over there. They've got his jersey off already, so we can't tell who it is. Ricky said doesn't appear to be a concussion or a head injury that they do definitely have, I think, lower extremity. They are trying to help him into the cart.
Yeah, a couple of husky young men lifted the young man up. Looked like he was wincing in pain as they lifted him up on the cart. There's Coach Stacy and Coach Stevenson over there assisting in that.
Boy, like you say, you just hate for that to happen at any time, and much less right here at the end of a ball game.
Yeah, it's a hush stadium right now. Cannon County fans, their attention is on the young man. Their cart's over there right behind their bench. It's close to them.
Hey, Ricky, let's, while we've got a few minutes, let's try to look at a few things that we'll have for tomorrow night. Kind of look around at action and see the matchups that'll be on the board for tomorrow.
Is Marion County still undefeated?
They are, and that's going to be an interesting matchup. Of course, a lot of people are thinking they may have a chance to come out of the East. So, you know.
I would like to see the Cascade Marion County game if they play on an off night.
Yeah, and that would be an interesting one. See, I want to see, like I say, I want to see them play Fayetteville. Of course, we will get to see Cascade play them before we see them. You know, record is deceiving. Fayetteville's only won one ball game, but gosh, the competition that they've played has been insane. Cascade tomorrow night is going to play Monterey. Champions now 4-2 on the season, just like the Rockets are. Unbeaten's tomorrow night. Middle Tennessee Christian and South Pitt play. Westmoreland and East Robertson. That East Robertson, somebody we could see a little bit later on. Fayetteville takes on Sequatchie County tomorrow night. Fayetteville 1-5 on the season, but Ricky, when you look at their record this year, they've lost to Upperman 26-0, lost to Moore County 34-14, lost to Giles 44-20, lost to Marion 21-14, and they were right in that one. Really had a chance to win that football game, made some turnovers, and Marion scored late. They beat Cannon County. That's the thing. Picked up a region win, 34-13 over the Lions. They lost to Marshall County last week, 41-6. We'll see them last regular season game of the year. Of course, the Rockets are headed to Gordonsville tomorrow night to take on the 3-3 Tigers. I'm trying to look at a few other games that we may have of interest. Watertown, team that we saw play earlier in the season, they take on Giles County tomorrow night. As the Rockets now getting set to put it in the air after the injury. Certainly hope that young man is okay, as they will skid that one along the ground. Picked up at about the 22, center of the field 25, trying to get to the sideline, giving ground. Rocket special teams getting down there as he gets to the corner to the 40, 45, and out of bounds. Good return.
Very nice. Ran 50-something yards sideways and then about 20 straight up north and south.
Grayson McEllier was on the return for Cannon County. So the Rockets now, Ricky, will go back to back to back, and they will stretch their undefeated streak to 23 now.
Pretty impressive. It's been fun, entertaining game.
It has been. Most definitely an entertaining.
Guys, you get your money's worth when you come see these middle school Rockets. And I like the way Cannon County's played tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think, too, you look at a program, and Cannon County struggled at the high school level, but you think about what good athletes we've seen here. They've got some size up front, some linemen that kind of block out the sun. And you've got Alexander back there. He and Sellers have been very, very impressive. They go to the ground, pick up with a couple. As we approach the 3-minute mark left here. Once again, folks, we do want to remind you, if you cannot make the trip tomorrow night to Gordonsville, and it will be an hour-and-a-half journey, you can tune in to TC Sports 1 tomorrow night, as we'll have the Rockets and the Tigers for you. That one, pregame 6 o'clock, and our broadcast, our kickoff begins at 7 o'clock. We do want to encourage you to check out our pregame. Got our great pregame interviews, our Band of Blue segment interview with the Band of Blue, our pep talk segment with the cheerleaders, a couple of football interviews, and Coach Stevenson for you in our pregame to help get you ready for that 7 o'clock kick tomorrow night. Handoff goes inside to Cannon Andrews, and the Rockets get there quickly to converge.
Number 2, Cannon Andrews on the run to the line.
Ricky, defense has given up 34 tonight, but I will say when they've needed to make some big plays, they've been able to come up and make those.
They sure have. A lot of turnover on downs tonight, and that spurs your offense on a lot of times, field position.
From 45, 2 minutes left now in this contest.
Micah Morgan, again, had a good defensive game tonight. He ran that first down play down, and had a solid game here tonight.
Yeah, Rockets have got some good size, got some good speed as they give inside handoff and not a lot there. Right into the center of the pile and maybe a yard at most. And now the Rockets have really set the precedent, Ricky. There's now that pressure on the next class to keep it going.
Stopped by a host of Rockets.
Yeah, it's fun when you
It's going to bring up fourth down.
You go to practice,
Ball on the 46-yard line.
You're not a starter, but you sweat through all those practices, and you get a chance to get into a game like this. You try to make the most of it. It's turns out to got a little nerves, but it's still fun.
Yeah, Lions are going to try to maybe get one more score on the board here. We're under a minute. Fourth down here as they play it from their own 46-yard line. Cannon County takes a couple of losses on the season, and both of them are to the Rockets. Rockets will finish a perfect 8-0, and once again as DRVC champs. Alexander running around back here trying to get free, and they'll take him out of bounds, shy of the first down.
Where's the Gatorade cooler?
They got to find it.
Alexander on the run for the Lions.
And that's going to be Matlock, Colton Matlock knocking him out of bounds, and the Rockets will take over, and it'll be that formation you love to see. A little victory formation here for the middle school Rockets. 62 points on the board. 62-34 will be your final here tonight as the Rockets, again, see their win streak now balloon to 23 in a row. They've gone back to back to back, 3 consecutive DRVC championships, and take your hat off to this middle school Rocket group.
Yeah, it's fun. They're all gathered up there and making the last few seconds celebrating, if you will, on the sidelines. A lot of good stuff going on right now.
One key overlooked factor in this game that had a huge impact on it. Coach Zach Russell shaved down to a mustache. He said, 2 consecutive years, I've gone with the mustache for the championship game. 2 consecutive years we have won. He shaved, it was in the bag.
That's all he's got to do. Maybe he'll do it again next year.
He was taking some grief while we were up there today.
Coach Russell.
I tell you what, that's the thing about this group, though. They coach these guys. They really do a good job with discipline with this group, but they also, as you said, they let them have a little fun.
Yeah,
they know that there's a time to have fun and a time to work, and I think they enjoy coming out each and every day.
They know how to do both.
So we'll take a knee, and the Rockets will take another championship. Hard fought here tonight. Take your hats off to the visitors from Woodbury here tonight. They gave the Rockets quite a go, but in the end, the Rockets a little bit too much. Mr. Quincy Mitchell has a huge night as he picks up 204 yards, but look at Braden Bourne. He only had 5 carries, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns of 51 and 67. And those 2 young men propel the Rockets to the win as they shoot the confetti poppers off for another championship. And the middle school Rockets of Forrest run their winning streak to 23 in a row. They have won back to back to back DRVC championships. Your final score here tonight from the Rock, it is Forrest Middle School 62 and Cannon County Middle School 34. Once again, congratulations to the DRVC champs, the Forrest Middle School Rockets.
Rain's moving in.
Oh, yeah? You can tell by the clouds?
No.
Red moon tonight. Dew is damaged. You feel it in your joints? The flies are bad. Cow tipped over.
Nah. Nope. No. No.
The wind.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
How do you know it's gonna rain then?
Weather app. Free download. It's worth it.
See your local agent Scott Bond and Troy Cashin. At Apex Bank, being involved in the community is our top priority. The staff in Chapel Hill takes pride in supporting local businesses and students, from delivering Meals on Wheels and donating fish fry proceeds to giving tractor pull time and sponsoring the Rocketeer School Bank. Apex Bank is here for Chapel Hill. Come visit our location at 118 South Horton Parkway. We've got snacks and coffee, and we'd love to talk to you. Or give us a call at 931-246-7105. That's Apex Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Welcome back. Rockets win it 62-34. Hard-fought battle here tonight, but once again, they pick up their third consecutive middle school championship. DRVC champs once again. And Ricky working on some final stats here, and it was a very impressive performance tonight by the Rockets. They came out, ran the football extremely well, but I'll say a couple of things. Cannon County really stacked up the box on that first Rocket drive.
Yeah.
The Rockets came back after being stopped. The coaching staff made adjustments. They threw a pass. They spread them out. They did some different things that really kept Cannon County off balance. And finally, that defense able to make a couple of stops. They pick up the win.
34 carries tonight for 369 yards unofficially on the ground. That's more than 10 yards per carry. 1 of 5 passing, touchdown tonight, 18 yards. Total offense, 387 for your Rockets. Cannon County, 25 rushing attempts for 51 yards, but here's where they got it done. Through the air, 6 of 19, 143 yards. Total offense for Cannon County, very respectable, 194.
Ricky, certainly appreciate it. Let's give our individual stats before we get out of here. Let's do ours.
For the Rockets, Quincy Mitchell, 24 carries, 204 yards on the ground. 24 for 204, and he had an 18-yard touchdown run, a 50-yard touchdown run, a 2-yard touchdown run, a 3-yard touchdown run. Braden Bourne, 5 carries for 131 yards. He had 2 big bursts for touchdowns, 67-yarder and a 51-yarder. Ethan Patrick, not too shabby, 3 carries for 30 yards. And Miller Ratliff got in the stats tonight, 1 carry for 5 yards. And Quincy Mitchell caught a touchdown pass for 18 yards for the Rockets. So a great offensive team we looked at tonight. And it's so fun to watch these guys have fun. And it's great to be a part of something good here, as always, in the great city of Chapel Hill.
Once again, congratulations to the Rockets. We do want to encourage you, tune in tomorrow if you cannot make the trip to Gordonsville. Our broadcast will begin at 6 with our pregame kickoff at 7. Until then, for Mr. Ricky Sweeney, for Mr. Peter Wilson, Miss Caden Anderson, we'll be back with our tag team partner, Mr. Noble Mays, tomorrow night. Gang will all be on hand. Until then, this is Troy Cashin. Have yourselves a great night, everyone. Once again, your final here from the Rock. The middle school championship once again stays in Chapel Hill. They win it by a final of 62-34.